G podcast episode 82. Yeah. Everybody's kind of late today. And I know, and I know, and I know, and I know. I kind of want to be on time. So I'm here. I know OG's gonna be a little late, and I don't know where Bezoid is. I've been trying to get a hold of Bezo. I can't get a hold of him. So right now it's just me. It's just me. We're gonna let the room get full a little bit, and yeah, I guess I don't know, be talking. I guess. But I'm glad everybody that's here. I hope everybody's had a good, a good evening. Well, it's not evening now, but I hope you had a good evening last night. Yo, Crew Dog, thank you for that raid. Yo, why didn't the alert go off? Is it me the alert didn't go off? Where's my alerts? Okay, my alerts are there. Why didn't they go off? Thank you so much for that raid, though. I'm on time, but everybody else is late. I do apologize. But yeah. Black Ops 4 this Friday. Who's hype? I'm hype. Thank you for that raid, though, Crew Dog. Much appreciated. I don't know why the alert didn't pop off. It actually didn't even show you rated, to be honest. That didn't even pop up. So, but thank you for the raid. How you doing, Stoudemire? I see you over there streaming Fortnite. You liking Fortnite so far? I honestly, I can't wait for Black Ops 4, dude. Like, I'm so ready to get back in the COD mode. It's like, I don't even know. And it's like, I can't even get into COD World War II because I still feel like, even though World War II is like the newest game, it's like, it's old to me. I don't know if that makes sense, but it feels old to me. If you're wondering where Bezoid's logo is, I was trying to message Bezoid to give me his logo, and yeah, he hasn't hit me back yet. So we are literally just chilling and waiting for people to come through. I was on time today, guys. I woke up early, got everything set up and ready, made sure everything was ready. And this time today, my co-hosts are late. I don't know. I think we should dock their pay. What do you think? I think we should dock their pay today. Their pay is getting docked. Hope turn system back on. Thank you, Crew Dog. For some reason, it started. Oops, turn my system back on. Oh, you're good, man. It still didn't pop, though. Thank you so much there, Crew Dog. What up, Servio? What's good, man? I guess I'm just doing a podcast by myself today. Now, they said, OMG said he's going to be a little late, but I don't know where Bezo is at.
What's up, bro?
What up? Streamlabs is not in my chat. It sure is. It's connected. It don't need to be in my chat though. It's automatically connected to my alerts. My alerts is automatically connected to OBS. So even if they didn't pop off in chat, it should be popping off in OBS. Let me see. Yeah, and it didn't pop off over here either. Interesting. It might be me though, so don't stress over. What's up though? OMG, welcome. I went live on time just so we would have people here by the time you were here. What's going on though, man? How are you doing today, OMG?
I'm doing good. Just ran some errands. Rent is paid, so things are looking up. But as far as the week in general, it's been pretty good. Got to play, or actually, I threw my money at the screen the other day on Mega Man X Collection.
Nice.
I wasn't planning on buying it, but I had three different sources constantly throwing it in my face. It
Nice.
started off with IGN, who was like doing a little thing about it. I was like, okay, that's cool. And then, of course, the woman was like, hey, you really like Mega Man. You should really buy it. I'm like, maybe. And then, of course, I watched the Game Informer show, and then they were also doing a big spotlight on it. I'm like, fine, you convinced me. I'm buying it. My money's at the screen, so I bought it. And I don't regret it. It's freaking fantastic. We can talk about that later. Um, Other than that, I also tried out a new mobile game as well. Thanks to Game Informer again. Apparently, one of them actually gave high praise to mobile RPG, and they usually talk crap about mobile games. So for them to actually get something praised, I knew I had to check it out, and I'll talk
Mm-hmm.
about that later as well.
Definitely, definitely,
Um,
definitely.
but a good week overall. Good week.
That's cool. That's cool. To answer your question, though, Crew Dog. Actually, if it wasn't working, I wouldn't be seeing the chat right now because I'm actually looking at the chat through the Streamlabs chat bot. So it's on. Just something didn't pop off on your end. And what I'm saying is the alert on OBS didn't pop, and the alert doesn't have to. The Streamlabs bot does not have to be activated for the alerts to work. Um, for the alerts to work because that's just standard Streamlabs. But what's up? What's up? That's cool, man. By the way, happy belated birthday. Even though I've already wished you happy birthday and
Well,
given
thank
you
you
your
anyway,
birthday present.
which I appreciate it. Absolutely. Matter of fact, I
uh,
threw my money at the screen right before you sent me that message. I was like, ha, that's
see,
interesting.
see, God knew, God
Yep.
knew, God knew, God knew, God
So it
knew.
was all good. Appreciate it, y'all.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. Oh yeah, definitely. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give you a birthday present. So
Yeah, I didn't see it coming either. I was just, just gonna chill like I normally would, no big deal. But yeah, anytime I get surprised like that, that's always a blessing. So I appreciate it.
see, I want to say something that I'm not gonna put this person on blast or anything, but I just want to say, remember what I said yesterday in the stream yesterday? I said this was gonna happen. I said I was gonna turn down because everybody was saying I was too loud, and then once the podcast started tomorrow, everybody's gonna say, "Handy, you're too quiet." This is why I leave the volumes alone. Just for future reference for everybody. This is why I leave them alone. Okay, it's back to normal. It's staying that way forever. It's not getting touched no more. But anyway, there we go. It's back to normal now. That's cool, man. So what did you do for your birthday? Play Mega Man?
Yeah, I actually did a lot of that. I also spoiled myself with some food. So I had some good breakfast tacos. They got me some Chinese delivery from Lee's Kitchen, so that was off the chain. And
Nice.
just just lived it up. Had a lot of Pepsi. And then my coworkers this past weekend were gonna throw me a little birthday potluck as well. So they gave me some cake and all kinds of goodies. So it was. Oh, and someone actually got me like a $15 gift certificate to Whataburger, which I was like, yeah,
Man,
okay,
that's a birthday present right there. Man,
yeah.
forget
I was like,
everything
all right.
else. Free Whataburger? It's done. Done.
Yeah,
Hot and
I
spicy.
still got half of it left.
Hot and
Oh yeah,
spicy. Hot and spicy
I
with
get
a.
the sweet and spicy, but yeah,
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Sweet and spicy, hot and spicy.
yeah,
Yeah, sometimes it's not really
same thing,
sweet.
right?
Yeah, sometimes it's not really sweet. Sometimes mine's just spicy. So I don't know.
Mm,
I don't know what they do, but it depends how much mustard they put on it. Cause actually, part of the spiciness is the mustard.
yeah,
Yeah, so
you're right.
sometimes I get mine with no mustard though because sometimes people put too much mustard and
Yeah, it ruins
it ruins it because it's like I don't want a mustard and spicy burger. I want a sweet and spicy burger. So
it. Right,
it depends on where I go. Um
I feel you.
yeah. Definitely. Man, that's cool though, man. So how is Mega Man how's the Mega Man game?
Oh man, it's just like I remembered it in the past. So much fun. Just going back to my roots and playing some of my favorite, games of all time. Because Mega Man is one of my favorite series of all time.
Mhm.
The X series specifically. That's a lot of fun, and they have an interesting challenge mode, which I really like. What they did is they have a mode where you can fight two of the Mega Man bosses at the same time, and they're not
What?
necessarily from the same game either. So you could be
What?
fighting a boss from Mega Man X and a boss from Mega Man X5, all in
Wow.
the same room, and you have to take on both of them. It's really crazy, really challenging, lots of fun. So that's huge. But yeah, it was just wonderful.
That's cool, man. That's cool. That's what's up. My week's been pretty cool. Played. Actually, I went out of town. I had to go pick up my father-in-law from New. Well, I didn't have to go all the way. My sister-in-law said she would meet because he was in New Mexico for a while,
Hmm.
visiting my sister-in-law, and well, it was time for him to come back. Well, my other sister-in-law that was supposed to pick him up wasn't sure if she was gonna pick him up last minute. So, and he had to be back at a certain time for doctor's appointments. So my other sister-in-law was like, "Hey, I'll meet you halfway, but if you can, pick him up." So Friday we had to go. No, Saturday we had to go. We had to drive all the way to Fort Stockton, which is like 4 hours away, 5 hours away, and then drive all the way back. So that was fun. And then
Hmm.
Saturday, um, what did I do Saturday? No, Saturday is the day I went. Sunday I went to church, and then Monday I got a little bit of gaming in, and then Tuesday to yesterday I went to church again because my father-in-law was like, "Hey, I want to go to church, but I'm only gonna go to church if you go with me." And I was like, "Well, okay, I guess I'll go to church on a Tuesday." So I went to church on a.
Why not?
I went to church. It was good. It's good. Like I said, I'm getting my foot back into the water. So it
Yeah,
was good.
that's
Definitely
good.
good for the soul. I needed to get recharged
Yeah,
myself. So I'm
I've been getting
actually,
recharged myself lately, so I feel you there.
yeah. I'm actually doing a donation drive for the youth department. Um, through my
Oh,
stream,
cool.
through the stream, what I'm doing is I'm just raising money for them to get like school supplies and stuff for school. Because
That's cool.
that's like stressful. So been doing that. It's been going good so far. Been going good so far. Then the games I've been playing a lot of is none other than off stream, because guys on stream, y'all already know I've been playing Fortnite. But off stream, I've been playing Brawlhalla, of course,
Right.
and the Jurassic Park mobile game. Still, I'm still hooked on that. I
Wow.
don't I don't know what it is. I don't. And they keep updating it. Now they're gonna have like season tournaments,
Nice.
where you like you battle your dinosaurs against each other, and
Hmm.
if you do well in that season, you get certain rewards and stuff. So that's pretty cool. They have a lot of cool things coming. They're also cracking down on some cheaters because apparently the way people were cheating in Pokemon Go, they're also cheating in this game. Go figure. The way people were cheating Pokemon Go in this game is there's a app that fools people what location you're at. So
Hmm.
basically, where you don't like basically, I guess I'm in Texas, right? Well, I can fool the people's location and make them think I'm like in California at this address or whatever. So basically, what you do is if you know there's a rare dinosaur that you want, you tell the app that you want to be at this location, and basically you walk around without having to walk around. Well, they're cracking down on
Hmm.
that. They put out a message saying, "Look, we know who you are, and if you don't like respond within 14 days, we're terminating your account and making you start all the way back from zero," which is good.
Yeah.
It keeps it fair. Um, and yeah, looking forward to the Call of Duty beta that's coming out Friday. Been playing a little bit of Overwatch. It's a little bit different. Um, I like it, but it's different. Wrecking
Hmm.
Ball was a little bit more complicated than I imposed. I was hoping for him to be, and I mean, I'm not saying he's not good. He's good, but he's good for the skilled. he's good for the skilled Overwatch player, like the one that just like can't like not put Overwatch down. So and unfortunately, that's not me. I'm more of a casual Overwatch player. Just like I'm a casual Fortnite player. I would have to say the game that I put the most time into right now is Brawlhalla. Especially now because I think I found my for real main. I'm like 20 points, so like 20 or 30 points away from. No, actually, I think I'm 100. I'm 100 points away from getting to gold rank in Brawlhalla using
Nice.
Oron actually, which is very surprisingly weird because I normally don't like Lance, but I've gotten my butt kicked enough by Lance to start to fall in love with Lance. That's what
Mm.
that's what knocked me out of the tournament was Lance. So I was like, you know what? The best thing for me to learn how to beat Lance is to become Lance. And so I became Lance, and I love it. Lance is. I understand why people use Lance. I get it. It's got a big hitbox. Like it's hard to stop. It could definitely stop the all you Arisa cats. I don't remember what the cat's name is, but it definitely stops. Yeah. So I went on a last night when I got home from church. Yes, I played some games when I got home from church. I went on a 15 game winning streak last night. So
Nice.
I'm pretty stoked and pretty hyped about that.
That's good.
Brawlhalla loves triangle. Yeah, Brawlhalla loves triangle. I actually have another game that I want to talk about that I recently stumbled across, and I'm gonna talk about it a little bit later. But you know how Nintendo always likes to slap people with them lawsuits.
Mm-hmm.
There's a game that looks identical to Smash Brothers. The only difference is that it doesn't have like Super Mario characters. Um,
Mm.
it actually has their own characters. But even the hit system and the shield bubble and the hit system numbers are identical, meaning the text, like the way the numbers look, are
Mm-hmm.
identical to Smash. And this game is called Icons Combat Arena.
Interesting.
It's actually free on PC. You can play it, and here's the kicker. Are you ready?
Yep.
You can hook up a GameCube controller to it and use it.
Huh. Interesting.
Interesting. So, I I mean, I'm all for like a free Smash game, but as we know, I know, Nintendo don't play. So,
Oh yeah.
and ironically, I found this game I found out about this game like 10 minutes before I left for church yesterday, because one of the Optic members who's a big Smash Brothers fanatic, kind of like I am, was actually playing. He was like actually looking for games that are like Brawlhalla, and Smash Brothers, and the two games he found was Icons and Brawlhalla. So he played Brawlhalla and this game. I actually tweeted out to him yesterday. I was like, if you want somebody to do duos with, man, hit me up, cause I'd be down to do duos with you. But
Yeah.
yeah, that'd be sick. But yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with this game. I'm actually trying to do some more research on it. I was trying to do more research on it during the podcast to see if I could run it on my PC, but there's no can I run thing for it, so I have no
Mm.
idea. For those that don't know, if you're new to the PC game and stuff like that, you can look up a game and go and look it up under Can I Run, and basically it will like look at your computer, like it'll do like a system test or whatever, and it will tell you uh, if you can run the game, and if you can run the game, it will tell you like what settings you can run it on, or if you meet the requirements or if you don't meet the requirements, stuff like that. That's how I know I can run Brawlhalla, because that's what I do just in case you kind of want to do stuff like that, because just in case you don't know and you go and you turn on a game, and next thing you know, you turn on a game and next thing you know, you fry your computer because that game was not compatible, or you just blow up your computer. So I suggest you do that. It only takes 5 minutes, and you'll either make your day or break your day. I remember when I first did mine, and I thought I was going to be able to play PUBG, and it said, nope, you suck. Your computer sucks. Can't play PUBG. Oh, and don't. Go ahead.
No, I said no. Go ahead. You're good.
I was going to say, don't worry. I do have another PUBG rant coming today. So, because apparently they've updated the Xbox version and they've updated the PC version again. But I guarantee you a rant is coming, ladies and gentlemen. I guarantee it. So, yeah. Because, PUBG people don't care about the game playing on Xbox for everybody. They just don't care.
Nope.
They don't.
They don't.
But other than that, that's been my week. Yeah. Super excited about Friday. Like, I'm not even playing Xbox on Friday. I'm strictly playing PlayStation all day. So I can just play the Black Ops beta all day long.
Nice.
I'll be lucky if I don't do a 10-hour stream on Friday. I'm thinking about it. Just because, like, I'm so hyped. I'm going to be mad. If it doesn't work. But I covered myself if it doesn't work. Because not only is the Black Ops 4 beta going to be out on Friday, but so is the Realm Royale beta for PS4. If y'all don't know, Realm Royale is the what is that game called? Paladins version of Battle Royale. Well, it was going to be Paladins version of Battle Royale, then they changed the name. Well, it's coming out for console. The beta's coming out for console on August 3rd. So, here's what you do if you haven't done it already. Y'all know in this chat know that Call of Duty, and everybody listening on SoundCloud, which we have a good audience on SoundCloud. Thank you for everybody that's listening on SoundCloud all over the world. Actually, we had a bunch of listeners last week from Portugal. So, shout outs to people from Portugal listening to the podcast. So here's what you do. If you can't play, this is what you do. We all know that the Call of Duty servers are poop sometimes, especially when betas come out. Sometimes you get that little A B C D E F G code. You can't connect to the server. So here's what you do. If you can't connect to the server, you should have signed up for the Realm Royale beta, because either way, if you can't play that beta, you can play the other beta. So either way, you're mastering the beta either way. Feel me? So, so either way, Friday's going to be hype, because I'm going to be playing both betas, because I already know that the servers are not going to be flawless on Call of Duty. So when Call of Duty goes down, we're going to be playing Realm Royale. When Realm Royale, it does what it does, or I get tired of Realm Royale, we're going back to Black Ops. So Friday's going to be a lit day. Friday's going to be sick. I am sorry for you Xbox people. I love you. I know it's been 2 weeks in a row, because Friday I took a day off in preparation for my trip for Saturday. And I spent some time with God too. Just putting that out there. Sometimes you just got to disconnect and spend some time with God. If you believe in God, not saying you have to, but I know me being a believer in God, I do. So, definitely. So, yeah, that's just been my week. Oh, there he is. There's the man, the myth, the legend. How will Xbox players survive? They got you, Crew Dog. They don't need me. They got you. Y'all don't need me. You got Crew Dizzle. The J Bizzle. Which I think J Bizzle's going to Master Race, to be honest. Master Race. I don't know. Is Jay Bizzle going to Master Race? I don't know. Is he going to Master Race? Crew Dog will be playing the beta on Friday. You know what? I don't know about that, Odis. I don't know. I don't even know if Crew Dog pre-ordered it yet, to be honest. I don't even know if we're going to get extra beta codes. He has a code? Oh. Wait, how do you get extra codes? Yo, somebody slide on my DM and tell me how to get extra codes, because I want to... Yo, Bezoid, thank you for that host. See? It worked, Crew Doc. Thank you for that host, man. Appreciate it. Yo. Thank you for that host, Bezoid. Somebody slide on my DMs and tell me how to get some codes, cause I promised I keep thinking we gonna get extra codes, man, and I keep promising my cousin's boyfriend, that I'm gonna hook him up with a code, and I didn't get an extra code. I don't know if anybody.
It's called Comcast.
Oh well, I don't have Comcast, bro. I got, yeah. I won't specify what I have, but yeah, I don't have Comcast. What's up, Bezoid?
I was over here just watching the show, and I heard you talk about icons, and you might want to look more into that, because that's not on a good path right now.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. I was saying that I was thinking it was gonna get in a lot of trouble.
A game you might want to look into, Faster Melee. Because icons is in a weird space. They got a choice to either go one way or another, and they're like holding the water. They're not moving yet, and because you know where icons came from, right?
No, I have no idea. I just heard about it yesterday.
It was a game called Project M, and they were developing that game. It was just exactly like how Icons is, and they failed because they were taking too much from other games instead of developing their own.
Smash Brothers.
Yeah, and so that as it started to fail, they was like, okay, we're gonna go a new route, and so they started developing a new game that eventually became Icons. But there's another game out there. It's both free, both the exact same game. Both of them are quote unquote Smash alternates. Yeah, that's the word. Smash alternates. Well, one was developed by Nintendo and one wasn't. Icons wasn't. But you can go check out Faster Melee. It's free. It's for the PC. You can use controller. It's the same way as Smash is, but it's like you'll see.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think Icons are gonna get slapped by Nintendo? I think they should.
They're gonna get slapped by Nintendo and by the community, because nobody in the community going to play it.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what's happening. Who are they targeting for? Are they targeting people who's never played Melee?
Right.
No, because nobody's gonna buy a PC and then buy a controller,
right?
And they just going to go get Melee, and then there is a free Melee out there, which is developed by Nintendo and / the community. So why would they even go to Icons anyway? So.
Right. Plus, I mean, Brawlhalla's awesome. So.
Plus Brawlhalla awesome. Did you know that Icons was basing their characters off Overwatch?
Really?
Yeah, look at the characters. You'll see Zarya and Sombra. You'll see some dang, I think it's Paladins. Look some of the Paladins. Yeah, I was like, wow.
Oh, and by the way, I need you to send me your logo so I can put your logo up there, sir.
Okay, I could do that.
You didn't. Yeah, that's why I was trying to text you, but I figured you was busy, sir. You was busy.
Yeah, this morning I've been busy after staying up with the Great Fighter 9 yesterday.
Did y'all play State of Decay 2.
No, I was streaming Overwatch last night, and then when I get off, I pass the baton over to Fighter Nine. And I didn't know he was gonna be streaming Overwatch, and he's streaming Overwatch on PlayStation.
Oh.
So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna hop in here and play a few rounds, and we stay up to like 3 in the morning.
Oh my Jesus.
Yeah,
Dang. Y'all had church.
yeah, we had.
Y'all had fellowship, man. Man, I missed it. I didn't get home until late too, but dang. I should have hopped in. Well, who's he maining?
Oh, he's still maining
Symmetra?
Symmetra.
Her teleport's useless, by the way.
Oh no, it's not.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's not. Oh
No?
no. Actually, her teleport is broken.
It's broken.
Her teleport is broken. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
How was your
Because
week?
you can get anywhere.
Oh, you can get.
with it.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
You'll have to show me later. What happened? Are you there? Did I lose somebody? I lost somebody.
No, he's still here.
Oh, I can't hear him. Hello?
Oh, now we lost him.
Yeah. Here we go.
He's back.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Not only does she teleport herself, she can teleport the whole team. And
What?
so, yeah, and like, okay, and I can't. I'll show you later.
Yeah.
But it's broken. It's nice.
Nice. How was your week?
Well, my week's been awesome. Been playing a lots of games. I got some Destiny to do today because there was a big update. I gotta talk about that later, and that's one of the things I want to talk about. Yeah, but I've been going really, really hard with a whole bunch of different games, from Monster Hunter to Overwatch. Like, I've been ranking Overwatch hard.
I see that. You about to go platinum, huh?
Nah, I don't know about platinum. Nah. that's a little ways. I don't know if I got enough time. How long we got left in the season?
I don't even know, to be honest. Hey, Goosenator, what's up? You say, hey, cuz I get promoted today. You got promoted today? Congratulations, man. And what did Odie say? Odie say, I wonder if double pumps.
We'll talk about that later. Don't say it.
Oh, okay.
That's a topic that we might
Okay.
have.
Oh, is that gonna be a debatable topic? It sounds like it.
I don't know if it's gonna be a debatable topic. It's gonna be a topic.
Man, that's crazy. What were we gonna say now? I'm sorry, I had to rechat. I hadn't rechat chat in a minute.
First of all, OMG, happy birthday yesterday.
I appreciate it.
Good one. Did you have a good one?
It was awesome. I was really happy. So thank you very much. Yes.
Yeah.
Lots of good gaming, lots of good food. People posted on my wall all kinds of randomness. So, apparently I'm the lord of the Pepsi. And, lots of other cool stuff. So my friends are really creative sometimes. That's like the best time to look at my Facebook pages on my birthday. You see all kinds of craziness.
Isn't it funny how people come out the woodworks on your birthday on your Facebook post? People you didn't even realize that followed you. You're like, well, I was like, wait a minute, you follow me? You're friends? Wait, huh? I was like, okay.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, they go hard.
Yeah, I was shouting you out in the stream yesterday because I knew it was your birthday. So I'm happy you enjoyed it. Yeah, but handy Lord of the Pepsi. But yeah, I've been going very hard on the rank. You got me into it, and I finally found my niche for the game. I got 3 characters I've just been playing real hard.
That's good, man.
And one of them is a healer, so
that's good. We all need to get together and play, so we can have a full squad.
yes.
I'm down today. I could do it today.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You said
I
yesterday.
thought I was, and I totally forgot I had to take my father-in-law to church. He was like, he's like, you ready for church? And I was like, huh? He I told you if I was gonna go to church, you need to go with me. And I was like, oh my Jesus, okay, I need to get in the shower, wash my butt, and get ready for church. Overwatch, crew dog, crew dizzle. We gonna play some ranked. Have you played with the Wrecking Ball at all?
Played with the Wrecking Ball, played against the Wrecking Ball. They are gonna nerf the Wrecking Ball. The Wrecking Ball is no. They're gonna nerf it because it's not even funny. Because he don't gotta play for real.
No, he don't.
He can literally just
roll around
and roll around the point.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not doing damage to nobody, but point can actually get taken.
Yeah.
And since they took that from Sombra, where she cannot take things while she's invisible,
it's
they're
OP.
gonna take that away from her.
Yeah, it's OP. Yeah, I thought the same thing too.
But Sombra does lock him down because she just hack him and he can't roll or anything.
And here's another thing too that's kind of OP. He has this shield thing that like however many defensive people like say if there's like 5 people around him and he pops his shield, it makes him stronger. But here's something that even makes it crazier. You have him and what's her name on the same team, Bridget, right? And you have him pop it with like 5 people or 4 people around him, and then you have her pop her armor on the hamster. The hamster is unstoppable. Can't even touch the hamster. He could take out everybody. That to me is a little OP.
Yeah, the only person I've seen can stop him is Sombra.
Yeah.
And she got to like actually hack him before they fight.
Yeah.
He's her 1st. It's over.
It's a done deal. Yep. And that's why he's not in season yet. I mean,
yep. I'm glad he's not in season.
Hypothetically, they never put a new character in season right away, but this is the reason why they don't put characters in the season right away, because he's gonna have a nerf come. He's gonna have a nerf.
Yeah, and he literally could just roll away. Like dudes was when I was playing with Fighter 9 last night, dudes would engage fighting with us and then roll away. Just run. Like out of nowhere. And he's so fast that you can't catch him unless you like go invisible and run after him. And even then he's still too fast.
Yeah. They need to change it. Me personally, as somebody that likes to move like more fluently, you know, when he does that ball pound or whatever, they need to change that to an R3 instead of a B. I think that would be a more fluent move, but I don't know if they'll do that. But I think that would be more of a fluent, because I don't know, when I think ground pound or like any kind of pound, I think R3. Probably because of Call of Duty or No,
they need to also change the fact that when he drops the landmines, they should die
with him.
At least
they should
die with him.
Yep.
Because or do like the hives, and like as long as he has a respawn if he die. Like when he respawns, they should automatically leave.
Yeah.
Like right now they just sit there, and he could come back and they still be sitting there. I'm like, that makes no sense.
And if nobody's dumb, if nobody's smart and like doesn't destroy them, he can get his ult again and then put more on top of more. Put more on top of more and put more. I haven't seen that done, but it can be done. You know what I mean? So yeah. That's what I was saying. On a skilled Overwatch player, like a really skilled Overwatch player, Hamster is deadly. Hamster is very deadly, almost too deadly. It can
absolutely right. I agree with that.
Can break the game.
Is he considered OP handy?
Yes. In my hypothesis, opinion, yes. Not fact, opinion. Let me say that for the disclaimer. This is not fact. I do not work for Overwatch, nor do I have a Game Critic license. But in my opinion, hypothesis, yes, he's OP. Yes, definitely agree. He kicked. Everybody who used to complain about Sombra. Not Sombra. D.Va. No, it's Hamster. It's Hamster. It's Hamster.
I'm just glad we ain't got to deal with him in rank, because that's what I play all the time.
Yeah, that's me too. I don't even like I only touched it like a couple of times just to play with Hamster, and that was it. Then when I realized, okay, Hamster's never gonna be your new main, so I'm good. Which really sucks because I like Tank and like a good offense is a good offensive character like DPS are my favorite. Which right now I've been leaning towards more Soldier now on the DPS side, just because I guess I've been playing a lot more Fortnite and stuff. So I've been playing a lot more Soldier now lately. Yep. All right, OMG. I think we've
Sorry
talked.
about that.
Yeah,
No, you're good.
I think
You're
it's
fine.
your time to drop some knowledge, sir.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and quickly give my first impression of the mobile game that I was kind of hinting about speaking on.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Thanks to Game Informer for convincing me to try it. It's not really, it's somewhat new. It's a mobile RPG called Shin Megami Tensei DX2.
Hey.
Well, you've heard of this.
Oh yeah, I know about the Shin Megami Tensei series.
Okay. Well, it's actually pretty hype. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's got the nice anime style.
Mm.
When you pick your character and he's going into battle, he's actually holding like a smartphone and like is getting ready to do battle. Like it's actually pretty legit. Like I feel like I'm in the anime itself. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's pretty legit. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of breaks the fourth wall too because it's like it makes it seem like you're in the real world, like as if it was alternate reality, and the person that's giving you the missions is like, yeah, you got to use your smartphone to do battle, and you get to summon this stuff to do all these things. So it's a pretty cool first impression. It's one of those games that I'm definitely gonna play through the story, just to see how the story plays out. But so far, yes, I'm impressed. As far as like battle mechanics, it's it's a bit different. Because the way that because he shows your characters, they're all 3D model looking like, so to speak, and they all have different abilities. They have different strengths and weaknesses. Of course, depending on what stars the characters are, depends on how strong they are. Just like in every mobile RPG,
Mm-hmm.
but it does look kind of clean. And yeah, I'm liking it. And the story, is interesting. You're meeting new people. There's actually stuff going on, and it kind of makes you wonder, hey, what's going to happen next? So the story does have me a little bit hooked too. You know what I mean? So the game's got a
Hmm.
lot going for it, and being that it's based off the anime, I mean, that's just an added bonus. So I'm definitely impressed, and I'm going to keep playing for a while. I'm going to see where this goes.
Yeah, I need to check that out because I know about the Shin Megami Tensei series and
Hmm.
mostly they're on mobile and there are a few console games that and now they got a mobile game. I'm like,
Mm.
Yeah,
Dude,
and
everything's
like
got a mobile game now these days. I'm just saying.
it does.
what? Yeah, so
Well, a
and I
lot of
know the
things.
anime.
And the anime, yeah. And honestly, anime and mobile games seem to go together. You
They're
know what
hand
I
in
mean?
hand.
Like, the way that the graphics are need to be are like flawless as far
Ideal.
as like animated
Yeah.
mobile game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're ideal.
it was meant to be. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the podcast, the only reason I even started playing it was because of Game Informer. Because again, they usually trash mobile games. That's like one of the one things I disagree with them on. They think that mobile games for the most part are bad,
It's
but
because it's
one of
gonna
them
keep them out of business. No, I'm just kidding.
right? But unless they hire me to be the mobile gaming guy, hint, hint,
Oh,
nudge,
hint,
nudge,
hint, a nudge.
Hey.
it's a fine for me to work for either Pepsi, Nintendo, or Game Informer. One of y'all better pick me up before it's too late. I'm just saying, my marketing skills. I'm just saying. But anyway,
Hey.
but yeah, I mean, they're the reason that I actually started playing the game because one of them was specifically talking about how addicting and fun it was, and how the graphics are kind of like hip and new school, which I do agree. Like the music in the very beginning is like hype, like it really gets you involved. You know me when it comes to music. If you can get me hype on the music,
Yeah,
that's a really good start.
I could
So
see
yeah, I'm
you're
digging it
sold
though.
on the game just on the music half the
Yeah,
time.
sometimes,
Half the
yeah.
time, yep. Yep.
I just
So
thought about it.
What?
OMG Pepsi.
OMG Pepsi,
yeah.
man.
Mhm.
Yo, and then like he does like the old brisk commercials where he goes, "Bam, OMG Pepsi."
The drip champion.
Bro, bro, Pepsi, holla at
Nothing.
us. Let's go.
Oh, it's your boy. I'm just
Yo,
saying.
I would drink Pepsi during the whole podcast. I practically do anyway.
That's what I'm doing right now.
See, I could do that. I'm drinking coffee right now, but you know,
That's okay.
yeah, coffee's good
Coffee's
too.
good.
Coffee is
Yeah.
good.
Coffee.
Coffee's good.
Until you have to use the bathroom.
Yes, but it does
That's where
keep
you gotta do the BRB thing.
BRB. Yep, BRB. If you're not regular, drink coffee today.
There you go. It'll keep you regular, that's for sure.
Oh yes, it will.
Wow.
If you are constipated during coffee time, something's wrong. I'm just saying,
Oh yeah.
something's wrong. You
Absolutely.
need to go seek somebody.
Mhm.
Mylanta is not gonna help you. Wait,
Nope.
I don't think Mylanta actually helps you with constipation, but it just sounded funny. Pepsi will flat out end the end of the podcast. So you
Yeah.
better. What did he say? He said, "So you better drink it quick." Yeah. No, Pepsi will not go flat by the end of the podcast. You just hate on Pepsi. He's a Coke person.
Mm. Yeah, I have some friends that we have Pepsi versus Coke fights with all the time, so it's okay. I'm used to it.
I only like. It's funny. I only like Coke from like a fountain dispenser, and that's
Actually,
it.
I'm glad you brought that up because fountain Pepsi is actually a lot better than bottled Pepsi in my
Yes.
opinion.
Yep.
Believe it or
Yep.
not.
Mhm. And I only drink Coke when there's no fountain Pepsi, or there's I'll only drink. That's the only time. Or I'll drink a Mexico Coke. And no, I'm not being funny. For those listening to the pod, there's actually a difference. There's a Mexican
There
Coke.
is.
There's a
I'm
Mexican
not
Coke.
sure no places where you can get it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
Yes.
Not gonna lie.
Yes. For you people listening, I'm not being funny. Whenever I go to like a Mexican restaurant, I legitimately order a Mexican Coke. It tastes really good. It's
I'm not touching that. I'm just gonna leave it there.
I'm just saying, it's made with a different sugar. I don't know what it is, but it tastes really good. He says, I can leave a Coke open and all night and it still have carbonation and try that with Pepsi. Well, here's the thing. See, I'm glad you brought that up, Crew Dog. See, most people don't finish their Cokes, but when you have a Pepsi, you never leave a Pepsi open overnight. That's shameful. We don't do that around here, right? Right, OMG? We never leave a Pepsi
Don't
open.
do that.
Nope.
Never.
Nope.
Never.
This is
If
not.
you do, someone else is gonna take it.
This is not gaming. Soda has a lot to do with gaming, believe it or not. It's either soda or energy drinks or coffee. Caffeine is the vibrant of
This
gaming.
one keeps you going.
Yes, definitely.
But so we can go back to gaming. Since I am kind of on the mobile game hype real quick, I do want to do a quick shout out to the other game that I've been playing, Knights Chronicle. I am actually a little more into the story than I thought it would be. So for the most part, I was just kind of doing my dungeon, grinding to get good characters and whatnot. But I actually finished the story on easy mode.
Mm-hmm.
And what was interesting is that, and I knew, and I saw it coming, but when it actually happened, I was really excited. So, you have like 3 certain characters that are going through a story. When you get to the end of the story in easy mode, you cross paths with another group of 3 people. And they're talking about how we have to fight these things in 2 different, at the same time, with 2 different paths.
Mm-hmm.
Well, after you beat the game and you go back to the beginning on normal mode, you're actually the 3 people you found.
What?
And you have to do a
That's
story
crazy.
with them.
That's
And then their stories actually connect later on. So that got me excited. I was like, wait a minute, there's actually more to the story. There's a branching thing that they actually come together. That stuff gets me high. So now I want to play more of the story. So really,
Dang.
good job, guys. I didn't see that. I mean, I thought it'd be cool if it happened, but I didn't really think they were going to do it, and they actually did it. So I love it when games force you to play 2 different scenarios, and then they all of a sudden come together.
Right.
That's always a good thing.
Right.
I love that.
And yeah, most phone games don't do that. That's normally old school tactics, because really nobody really takes the time to put that in games anymore. At least
No, they don't.
So the fact that mobile, shout outs to mobile games taking the extra
yeah.
strive. I think
No, they're doing big things.
yeah, definitely. That's pretty cool. Definitely. So I guess I could talk a little bit about mobile game. I got a little bit of a rant, and it's about Fortnite, about mobile gaming. So, for those people that know, yeah, Fortnite's coming out on mobile on August 9th. But if you do not own a supported Samsung device, or if you do not own a supported LG device, you do not get exclusivity for 30 days. So this is a thing now. Apparently, if you want to play Fortnite on your Android device, you must at least own a Note 8, a Note 9, a Galaxy S7, a Galaxy S8, a Galaxy S9. Anything 6 or below, I believe, will have to wait 30 days before you can play Fortnite. The LG, the Pixel 2, the Pixel 2, the Pixel 3 is, I don't know why the Pixel 3 was listed, because I don't even think the Pixel 3 is out yet. I could be wrong. And it was another LG phone. I couldn't remember. But, yeah. So, pretty much, if you don't have those phones, you have to wait 30 days to play Fortnite. I don't know. I think it's kind of, like, ridiculous. Like, I get the exclusivity part, but why 30 days? Like, either make it exclusive or don't make it exclusive. Why 30 days? Like, what's the point?
They got to pay for that, though.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm just like this. I'm like, Fortnite. Like, really? Do you need that much more money? Like, does it?
Hey, if Nintendo can do it, they can do it.
I'm just saying, and it's gonna be crazy because this next like, not right now, because I'm gonna let the show go on a little bit more. But this next Fortnite article that I'm going to talk about later, oh my God! All I got to say is, for those that are, we're in the podcast right now, those that are, Bezoid and OMG, go look at the podcast corner while we're talking in the show. And I put this in there yesterday, and I was like, are you flipping serious? Are you flipping serious? I'm like, I'm done. Like, I can't even believe it.
If what you're talking about is similar to what I was going to talk about.
Let me see.
Well, before you continue, first and foremost, I definitely agree that it's a bunch of crap that if you don't have a good enough device, you have to wait.
Yeah.
It's bad enough that Android is usually after iOS.
iOS, yes.
But now if you don't have a, updated device, you have to wait even longer. Like, that's just crappy, Just because we can't afford to have the good stuff right away doesn't mean that we need to suffer for it.
Right, and it's not like it can't run on there. It's not like it doesn't run. It's just saying, oh, for 30 days we want to give these people the
head start.
And apparently apparently rumor is the Note 9 is dropping on the same day that Fortnite's dropping on mobile. So apparently Fortnite automatically comes preloaded on the phone.
It is, yeah. I read about that. Yeah, it does come preloaded on your phone if you buy one.
I was like, okay.
Another thing about that on the same lines, I also read, because I read a similar article to what you were talking about, actually. On top of that, they also stated that if you don't own those devices, there is a way to play, but it's kind of like a back doorway. You have to do some crazy. So I forgot what the details were, but you can still play. You just have to go out of your way to do it. I
would just wait for the 30 days. I wouldn't do no back doors to your phone.
Yeah, I do not advocate shortcuts. Don't ever do that. But yeah, people are going to, and it's going to cause problems like that.
Yeah, and then they're gonna blame Samsung and you broke my phone. Yeah, and it's gonna be like, no.
They're gonna sound exactly like that, Hanny.
They are.
Exactly like that.
Yep, exactly like that. Somebody better clip it, because I don't even know how I did that voice. I don't even think I can do that voice ever again. But I was channeling my inner whiness. Definitely. So I think it's pretty dumb. I mean, of course, Fortnite's gonna be making money from it, but from the average consumer, I think it's stupid.
Agreed.
I mean, it doesn't affect me. I have a Note 8. I'll download it, but it's still stupid. It's still stupid.
I'm probably not gonna download it on Android.
You're not gonna at least try it once?
No, there's no need. There's
Yeah.
no need. I already know about it. From Dan, and I seen what happened to him because of playing on it. I don't want that to happen to me.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm gonna. My wife's gonna download it so we can play. But the sad thing is though, is that Android is only compatible with Xbox, and PlayStation is only compatible with PS4. I just hate that though how there's so much division right now. It sucks. So much
So what
division.
you mean compatible?
Like meaning like Xbox can only play with Android players, and PlayStation can only play with
Like
PS4.
crossplay, is what you're saying.
Crossplay, yeah. Crossplay.
That's stupid.
Yep. That's dumb, right? That's so dumb. That makes no flipping sense. Makes no sense.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
It's dumb. It's so divided. It's like why? What difference does it make?
It's a phone,
Right.
dude.
Right. Like
It's a phone, dude.
it's everything's so divided. It's so stupid. Oh, and then you got on top of that. So iPhone. So I'm wondering this: is iPhone and Nintendo Switch gonna be able to play together? I'm wondering. I
That's
mean,
what I was wondering. That's
I'm
a good question.
yeah, I'm
Good
wondering.
question, yeah.
I'm wondering that because I mean, you can't say well one's a console and one's mobile because technically they're both mobile devices. Just one just doesn't make phone calls. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
I'm wondering. So if anybody's got a Nintendo Switch out there listening, if anybody's got an iPhone out there, let me know because I want to know if it's if you can. Just want to know. No.
Just inquiring.
Just an inquiry because I'm curious. Curious. Because if so, somebody's making some major bank off that deal. Somebody making bank, and guarantee it's Fortnite. Oh, I just
OMG, I was hearing earlier when you were talking about your week that you've been playing Mega Man.
Oh, I've been playing the crap out of some Mega Man. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, I've been seeing
It's so
people.
much fun.
I've been seeing people play the challenge mode, and
That challenge mode is so difficult, bro. So
Yeah.
difficult.
so you like the chill penguin and
Yeah, I forgot all the names, but yeah,
Yeah.
I'm digging them all. Like it's a lot of fun, and it feels good when you beat it. You're like, oh wow, I did this. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
it's worth it. You know what I mean? It's a bragging rights more than anything. No, I haven't beat them all yet. I've only beat like two of them, I think, but it's ridiculous. And then I didn't beat them the first time either. It was like 3 or 4
Oh yeah,
tries, and
yeah.
I finally figured it out. But yeah, legit, too legit to quit. Hey, hey, just
Hey.
saying,
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah. So shout
Yeah.
outs to Capcom for allowing such awesomeness to grace our PlayStation 4s. I did sort of bring it up a little bit during my week, but
rarely
yeah.
get a chance to shout them out. So
My question:
Yeah.
did you buy it digitally or did you buy it physically?
I actually did the digital copy, and here's why. If I already own the physical copy, I'd buy the digital copy because I already own it.
Okay.
As far as I'm
so
concerned,
handy, you know what that means.
I have it. Yeah, that means I have it.
yeah, you have it as well. As a matter of fact, when I bought Final Fantasy X and 10-2 collection on PS4, that was also digital, so you have
Oh, nice.
Oh.
that too.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah, absolutely. So if you want to hit
Handy
that up,
Final
definitely.
Fantasy stream. Let's go.
Maybe.
Final Fantasy X stream.
Not this week. Call of Duty. Not this week. Call of Duty. Call of the Duty, sir. I am gonna be stuck on Call of Duty until they shut the servers down.
I don't think they're gonna shut the servers down.
You don't think so?
Nope.
Well, I
think you might as well say Rip Ram Royale. 'Cause I
I'm-
remember the last beta, they didn't shut them down. Now they shut it down when the game came out.
Are you
but
talking about World War
closed
II?
beta?
Are you?
No. Next we're talking about Black Ops 3.
Okay. I was
World War
like,
II never happened, sir.
Okay, World War II didn't happen. That didn't. That didn't.
It never
We
happened.
don't talk about that.
Okay.
We don't talk about that here.
Okay. All right. Because I was like, I didn't get to play the. Believe it or not, I never got to play the Black Ops 3 beta.
Yeah, me and Matt played the beta, and yeah, we enjoyed it. The whole. It was like 3 betas actually before it came out, and each one of them ran good, as if I remember
I,
correctly.
I'm sad but happy that Blackout is not gonna be in the beta. That's it right now.
I'm actually happy. I didn't want to be in the beta. Don't show your cards yet, bro.
Yeah. I
Show
mean,
your
I'm
cards.
excited. I mean, I'm sad just because the inside of me wants to play it, but I'm happy because, like you said, like I don't want them to show their cards yet, and then something happen, and then it ruin it. You know what I mean? Not
I'm
that.
gonna tell you what will happen if they showed their cards. It could be an amazing experience, and people are still gonna shit on it
Yeah. Yeah.
because they love Fortnite so much.
Yeah.
It could be awesome. People are still gonna shit on it, and then people are gonna be like, "Well, I'm not gonna get it because this person said."
Right.
We're gonna talk about what people said versus what could happen in the community later. But yeah, I don't want them to show nothing.
Right. Yeah, definitely. I just want to grind and play. Like I've been literally having like dreams of me like killing like 5 people and then like stim healing real quick and then killing like another 5 people. I'm actually excited about the healing mechanic because I started thinking about it. You do that with Soldier on Overwatch. It just takes a little bit longer than 2 seconds to heal.
And you do it with what's his name, Rohawk.
Yeah, Rohog. Yep. So I'm already accustomed of it already. So give it to me. Give it to me. But
What
anyway,
you say?
give it to me.
What you say?
What a fuck that sweet.
That Gucci stuff. But definitely. So I'm excited. I'm definitely excited. So B, what topic are you gonna grace us with? Cause
The first topic is I gotta shout out what's going on in the world. One, for all you Monster Hunter fans out there. Also you Final Fantasy fans out there. They announced that it's right around the corner for the event that Monster Hunter has where Behemoth is going to show up. So
That's hype.
yeah, I'm very hyped, but I'm giving out warnings right now. It's gonna be difficult when Monster Hunter says itself, get yourself prepared. You better be prepared. I don't think this guy is gonna be easy. And also at the same time, Final Fantasy is preparing their version of the Rathalos fight.
mm-hmm.
So both of them look like you going. If you planning on fighting this character, you might want to go and grind up a little bit, get your character ready to roll because they don't send out that message for no reason.
Right.
But apparently, a lot of people are thinking it's gonna come out on the 9th.
Man, a lot of stuff coming out on the 9th.
Yeah, and so I was
That's
like,
a
"Ooh,
big
snap,
deal.
let me get." So I've been on it grinding. That's why you've been seeing me on
Monster Hunter.
a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens when it comes out. Everybody should try it out. Who has it though?
Man. Speaking of which, have you been playing Monster Hunter? Has your woman been playing Monster Hunter there, OMG?
Not lately because of the new No Man's Sky update. She's been playing the crap out of that, and so I don't think she's been playing Monster Hunter at all. She'll eventually get back to it, but No Man's Sky is more her thing. And now they did the big update, and then they're having a good time with it. It's gonna be a little while.
So she's enjoying No Man's Sky because I know they did another update to fix some stuff just recently. So I don't know.
Yeah, there was because anytime that you're launching something new, there's gonna be bugs in here.
Right.
So yeah, we expected an update within a few days, but honestly, she didn't have a whole lot of issues to begin with. It was
Right.
a lot of other players that had a lot of issues, but no, I mean hers for the most part, her playthrough was smooth. I think she crashed once as far as how to get booted out or whatever, but for the most part, yeah, I mean she's had a smooth playthrough. She's been enjoying it a lot. They've been doing lots of crazy stuff. It's just fun. Like she has a group of people that she games with on that game, and the four of them just get together and just do whatever they do and have a good time. I don't watch it too much because I'm playing my other games, but
Right.
it's nice to hear her having fun and watch her like laugh and just have a good time. When it comes to gaming, that's what it's all about, just having fun.
Right. Definitely.
So
Yeah.
Definitely.
do your
Definitely.
thing.
Definitely, man. That's crazy. Yeah, cause I saw her on the last night, or not when last night, but the night.
Oh yeah.
I was like, man, she on No Man's Sky. She must be grinding the crap out of that game. She must be
She
liking
she
it.
goes hard. Yeah.
Does she play by herself or does she play with a
No, she
couple?
plays with other people.
Oh, she does. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I actually have
She
that
does
game.
well.
Thanks to my cousin.
Hmm.
I haven't, but like I said, I haven't thought about reinstalling it or anything like that. Just cause I already know once Black Ops 4 hits, that's where I'm gonna be. That's where I'm gonna be. So I think the only other game I'll probably play still is Brawlhalla, and that's it. So Brawlhalla and Black Ops 4 for me. Yep.
I hear you. I
Hey.
definitely hear you.
Ah.
Candy, your turn, sir.
Man, oh man. So I gotta bring up this topic. So apparently, you guys know how like when you have like parents like want their sons and kids to be good sports players. You know how you have like you hire like an academic coach to come and help them work on their throw and their pitch or whatever the case may be, so they can become a better sports player, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they have officially started this with Fortnite. Parents are actually paying people to come and train their kids $10 to $20 an hour. I'm done.
Andy,
What?
is this the first time you heard something like that?
On a game like this? Yes.
Because it's already been done a bunch of times and it always fails.
But
It-
I know, but this is like to me like I just can't believe like really like what the like I don't even I don't know, it's just dumb.
Any game that has a popularity that reaches faddism has this type of thing because everybody wants to get in a cut of the money.
Yeah.
Same thing. OMG can vouch for this. There are people who go to other people or who go to pros who play fighting games and say,
Mhm.
"Hey,
Yep.
can you teach me a thing or two?" And believe me, that it always starts off, "Hey, we're making money," and then it's gone. So don't even worry about it. Don't even mind it. Just keep walking past it
I'm just
because
like, yo,
there's nothing
DB.
to see here.
I'm like, DB, go get you some money, man. Like, for
It's-
real, DB, go get you some money.
in
Kuda,
my
go get you some money. Like, what?
in a couple of weeks it'll be shut down like every other thing was shut down.
That-
There was people that literally had Patreons and GoFundMe pages. Well, here, pay my Patreon and I will come teach you how. And then they never even know how to play the game. It's just they were trying to get a cut of the money. So don't worry about it. It always happens. Any game that has any big popularity. It was in COD too.
It was in
in
COD.
as well. hmm
Uh,
So yeah, just walk on by. Nothing to see here.
that's
Maybe
crazy.
forward,
That's
on
time.
that's like it's the first time I heard it, but that's crazy, man. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
because
Yeah.
we thought the same thing when we heard it in the fighting game community. We were like, what?
Yeah. And people
What?
actually offered me to, like, when I was playing Third Strike a lot, I was playing Genesis. There were a few people was like, so, like, what would it take for you to, make me better? And I'm like, I'm not really all about that. I just, like, just play the game and enjoy it. Like, not everybody's meant to be competitive. You know what I'm saying? So, I didn't go down that road. But yeah, I've heard of it.
Bro, does anybody realize? And look, I'm not the best Fortnite player in the world, but okay, it doesn't matter if I pay $30 an hour. Doesn't matter if I pay $10 an hour. It's not gonna get me good at the game. You know what's gonna get me good at the game? Experience. You can't pay somebody to give you experience. You
Well,
can't.
You're right, but here's where it changes So you play a game a lot, but that doesn't necessarily mean you know all the details of a game. Like
Right.
and going back to the fighting game thing, there are a lot of little footsies things that people don't
Hmm.
understand.
Yeah.
So like there are reasons that playing and playing and playing won't always do it, because there are certain basic fundamentals that you don't understand. You're not going to be good unless someone physically tells you. So it's not that they're teaching you how to play the game; they're teaching you fundamentals that are not obvious, things that you have to actually play a lot to figure out and really study it. You know what I mean? And I
Uh,
think that's where the whole training and paying people to play or to show you comes into play.
That's
Not
crazy.
that I agree with it, but that's that's what it is. They're teaching you what you didn't see.
Most those things they teach you is things that if you just paid attention, you will learn on your own.
Right.
Like
Right.
like the things they're gonna teach you in Fortnite: how to land, how to land, how to basically just defend the basic
How
shit.
much materials you need for in game?
Um, no, because they're not gonna go super advanced. Because if you're not skilled, it doesn't matter what they teach you because it's
Right.
not gonna go anywhere. They're basically gonna teach you the basics of landing properly to put yourself in the best position to not get murked when you first hit the ground. Um, they're gonna maybe teach you. They ain't gonna teach you places to go because you can go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's just like he was saying in fighting games, footsies, and in a normal player would be like, that's just basic stuff. But a person who don't pay attention to that
Yeah.
would be like, oh God, these are great tips. And you're
I
like,
paid
oh,
$50 for that. That's
I paid
awesome.
50.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what? That's actually not really a good tip. It's just
Uh,
you don't know it.
I don't care how much sucky I am at Fortnite, and the fact that I have no zero or I have no solo wins, I will not. Nope, 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 nope. You could nope. Just like I wouldn't pay anybody to give me wins either. That's just crazy.
Honestly, you could just watch somebody and then pick
Right,
up on what they do and what they don't do,
right.
and that'll help you out in your own. Like you could, if you want to just get better in a fighting game tournament, most people go to a fighting game tournament and play somebody, and then they,
Right.
talk and sit and talk, or they watch a tournament, and the commentators on the FGC, when they're not being rowdy, are actually pretty good at explaining what's going on
Right.
to the person who don't know. So it's
It's I don't know, man. It's like
yeah.
why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? I'm just saying. I'm just
Hey,
saying.
definitely agreeing with you.
It's
Mhm.
crazy. It's just I saw that article and I was like, okay, people gone
Mhm.
cray cray. It's
Oh
nuts.
yeah, the fad is real.
Yeah,
The
Yeah.
fad is real.
yeah. It's
There's
crazy.
nothing to see here though. Don't be surprised. It's common that people want to get money.
Dang.
Oh,
Speak.
did you know that? Oh, I'm about to even hit you with the biggest one. That this one blew my mind. It was people trying to make money teaching other people how to be a Pokemon Go player. Yep,
Now
yep,
that's
yep,
sad.
Oh, that's
yep.
sad. It's not hard.
Mhm, mhm. People quit their jobs to become a Pokemon Go trainer of other people.
Yep. A legit
I was
trainer.
like, "Are you serious?"
Wow.
Yeah. The literal meaning of Pokemon trainer has come to life.
Yeah.
That's so funny. It really is. Oh.
Crew dog, where can I get free milk? It's more expensive these days.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
That's true. I don't even drink milk really anymore, to be honest.
What? I love milk.
Not for any
Milk
like
is good.
not that like I have like a legitimate medical reason. I don't know. I just have it. Well, one, I'm lactose intolerant, but I still drink it when I can. But it's not like, oh my god, I need some milk, or it's like, oh my god, I'm not drinking milk. It's just if it's there, I drink it. If not, it's not there. And legitimately, it hasn't been around. So I normally, if I do milk, I do milk and cereal. I have to have milk with like something. Like I
I like
can't.
milk and cookies.
Oh yeah, Oreos. Yeah, more milk and Oreos is off the chain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
milk
yeah, I like milk with peanut butter and jelly, or um
Hmm. Yep.
mm,
or brownie or something.
or a cake.
Oh yeah.
I
Cake.
could drink milk by itself if it's strawberry milk.
Oh, I
Hey,
love some
yeah.
strawberry milk though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love me some strawberry milk. Gotta love. Speaking of tournaments, I did forget that I watched like 3 tournaments this weekend. I watched
Whoops.
I watched the Overwatch tournament, which is the grand finals. I watched the Call of Duty tournament, which Optic got kicked out of again. Sad face. Sad face. I'm not even gonna get into that. I'm not gonna even get into it.
Actually, you should get into that.
Oh man,
in a minute.
I know. Optic is out. But they still can win champs though, which I don't understand the whole, the whole like you can win you can lose practically all the tournaments. Not saying that Optic has lost all the tournaments, but they didn't get kicked out like they did something wrong. They lost. Like I don't understand how like you can lose all the tournaments but still can compete for champs. That just
It depends on like if they place. Are they playing on a point system where you
Yeah,
get
it's a
points
point or
like
rating system.
NASCAR?
yeah, it's kind of
You
like
know,
that.
NASCAR?
It's kind of
Okay,
like that.
that's the reason.
Yeah.
'Cause,
And then I watched what other tournament did I? Oh, and then I watched the Fortnite tournament too, which actually was interesting because people were actually playing against each other. It was crazy building, but you know, like you guys were saying. But it was interesting to see how people were building. But back to the
I got a question for that.
What?
How long did it take before you got bored?
Well, I was watching 3 different tournaments, and all 3 of them were on at the same time. So I can't even. I can't.
How long
man.
it took you to switch to something else?
Go
ahead and say it.
20 seconds, not even a
Yeah,
full
yeah.
minute.
The
Not
first
even
couple
a.
seconds you could
Yeah.
be, oh,
Yeah.
sweet,
Not even a full
Okay.
minute. Not even a full minute.
sweet.
But
All right.
yep.
Okay, I'm about to go somewhere something else.
Yeah.
You can't sit and watch somebody build battle all day. It's just not appealing. It's gonna be appealing the first couple seconds.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh, I could do that. That's what I was like, oh, I could try that. But then I was like, how are they doing that? Like the thing that blew my mind was all of them were just most of the people that were winning the build battles were the ones they were all underneath the structures and they were just building ceilings above them.
Mhm.
And then basically what they would do is they would edit and then open and then shoot and then once they would
Close
fall
it.
to close it. Yep, that's all they were doing.
Yeah.
That's all they were doing. That's
Yeah.
all they were doing, and I was like, bro, why am I not doing this? And I was like, oh my god. I was like, that's kind of simple when you think about it. I was like, it makes sense. I mean, that's the only reason why I enjoyed it because it taught me something. But other than that, I watched a lot of the Overwatch tournament and a lot of the COD tournament. Unfortunately, with the Overwatch tournament, I was very disappointed by their somewhat called halftime show, I guess you would call it, by DJ Khaled.
DJ
You
Khaled.
best.
Bro, not only this, but it was the first time Overwatch was televised like on actual television.
And it did.
Horrible! It did better on Twitch than it did on normal television.
I wonder why.
And then you got DJ, like, what was, like, I was like, oh my god, like, bro, like, you were just, like, making you're making everybody's point, like, more legitimate when everybody says you don't do nothing. Like, why do you perform with a mic in your hand and dance around? Because you're not singing in the songs. You should be behind some turntables. Just saying, but, you know, what am I? I'm no music expert, I'm just saying. But it was horrible. It was horrible.
Yeah, because it's not meant for TV.
Yeah.
Let It Go is not meant for that.
Yeah.
One, the people don't care. That's why the people don't really care about Fortnite. It's just a fad right now.
Right.
It's just not meant to be on TV.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, video games are too rugged for it. It's just, and every time we do anything when we market it, this happens.
Yeah. And as far as for the Optic situation, look, I'm going to say this the nicest way possible that I can. Because I have a lot of respect for Optic. But they're burnt. They're tired of World War II. The new guys, they love they're hype, okay? But because the new guys have something to prove, okay? Because Octane, or not Octane, but Methods was the third choice. So everybody was, that was not an Optic fan, was hating on Methods. Oh, you're third choice. They didn't really want you, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Methods. So
that's kind of wrong.
So a lot of people were saying that. So Methods went in. Octane went in. They were basically carrying them during their games, and everybody's saying, "Oh, they're shaky at S&D." Optic, I love you to death. You've always been shaky at S&D. You haven't been solid at S&D since AW. That was back when Nashot was with you, and you guys were still shaky at S&D. And all I see is Scum getting frustrated. And when you get frustrated and you can't let go of that frustration, you've lost. They got taken out again by the underdog, Unilat again. So, and that shocked everybody because not only did they get beat, they got 3-0'd. So, I don't know what to say. Everybody says, well, it doesn't matter. As long as they win champs, that's all anybody cares about. Yeah, but they got to get over this hurdle of frustration. Because if they don't get over this hurdle of frustration, they're not going to win champs. I honestly think, personally, my opinion, a lot of them are burnt out with World War II. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that, because one of them's like, I was watching like a behind the scenes video of the tournament. And they're like, man, we're sitting here playing for like 30 grand when we could be playing Fortnite and making like over like 100 grand or $100,000 playing Fortnite. What are we doing? And it's like, and that's what I'm saying, and that's what I was trying to say last week, is that you have a lot of these players, and you have Call of Duty that's been out for years, for 10 years, and they're not making as much money as people that are playing Fortnite. Not saying that Call of Duty's the players deserve that much more money, but I'm just saying I feel like the Call of Duty, whoever's behind the esports community, should like show them a little bit more love. Give them a little bit more prize money. Why not?
They shouldn't give them anything. Why? Why should they?
Because think about how long the Call of Duty tournaments have been around.
And was people making that much money back then as they're making now?
But I'm saying, but when you have something like Fortnite that's not even going to be around as much, like we were talking about, that's going to be a fad. It's not even going to be established.
Okay. Before the fad of COD was, what was before COD?
Halo?
Okay. They made more money than Halo did. They raised the bar from Halo when Halo raised the bar.
Did they though? Do they though?
Yeah.
Did they? Yeah. Okay.
They was making more money in tournaments than Halo was. Halo made more tournaments when it became the fad. Anytime a fad comes, the money is raised. That's all that happened. And the only thing that happened now is the new fad that came out. So you can't blame the old fads and say, yeah, you should give more money. No,
I'm not saying like a lot of money, but I'm just saying like a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like my thing is, like I was trying to say last week, like me and my wife pointed this out yesterday, right? When you watching the Overwatch tournament, you know you're watching the grand finals, right? You know the difference between the grand finals and the playoffs, right? When you're watching the Call of Duty tournament, that was supposedly like the big, like one of the big tournaments, you didn't know if you were watching a regular placement game or an actual tournament game, because there's nothing, there's nothing like it. And this is what my wife said. My wife said, why are they not putting something in it to show the difference? It looks stale. And I was like, this is exactly what I've been saying. This was what I was talking about in the podcast last week. Regardless whether it might not be the prize money, I still feel like Call of Duty, the esports organization, whoever the head, is missing the mark on not pouring. You might be right. It may not be the prize money, but somewhere they're missing the mark where they're not pouring the investment back into the esports organization as a whole. I'm not talking about in teams, but as a whole, to where like, okay, when I turn this on, I know I'm watching this and this and this and this and this. Like, when you...
The reason why is not the company's fault for that. That's the community's fault. The community has done this, fought with each other. The teams fought with each other. It's become so much of behind the scenes drama. It's not about the game anymore. Just like you said earlier, people was worried about you're picked number 3rd instead of saying who's just better than who.
Right.
And then the game sucks. And so you put in all those things in the same context and say, yeah, let's put this product out there. Of course people aren't going to care. Of course people aren't going to care about this. When Evo comes around, do you think I care if Yipes and Justin Wong like each other? No, I want to see the best. We don't even talk about those things.
Right.
The fact is, people care too much about the lives that your players are doing instead of who's kicking whose ass on the screen. And that's why you're like, dang, this is stale. This is so stale. It's stale because people are worried about the drama instead of what you're seeing on the TV. And so it looks like a regular game. It's not the money, it's the play. Plus, people are holding on to the old school players because of the hype of years ago. No, let's get some new teams in here. Let's get some new love. Let's get some new hype. Let's get something fresh. And that's what Fortnite brought. It brought new people.
Freshness.
It brought new freshness. It's not the same old cats playing over and over again.
So my question is, do you think Black Ops 4 is going to change anything?
Depends.
Esports wise.
It depends on if we find some new talent up in here.
Here's what I think. I think it could, because of the different type of tactic play style that Overwatch or that called Black Ops 4 has, and I feel like it'll either do two things. It will either cause the old people to adjust, or cause the old people to leave and let the new people that have that new type of mindset. Because I think that's one of the main problems too, is that we're stuck in an old mindset. And I'm not saying me. I'm saying as a whole, as the COD community, as COD organization, they're stuck in the old mindset. So they can't accept change. And so it's going to be very interesting to see what happens when the COD creators, which is Activision, forces change on the COD community. And that's the whole reason why people are hating on the COD game. It's not because it's bad. It's because they're imposing change. People don't like change.
People hate change.
People
hate change. But they don't want the same. They don't want the same, but they hate change. What is that? What is that? What is that? We want something different, but we don't like change.
Do you know Black Ops 4 wasn't the game Treyarch wasn't doing to be bringing out? Actually they were going to be doing a campaign, but actually Activision made them scrap out the campaign because they said that it didn't make sense, it didn't come together. So you're partially right, but it was the campaign part. They actually were planning to bring Black Ops 4 the whole time, but it was the campaign part that they scrapped. But yeah, which, I mean, it doesn't make a difference to me. I could care less because I don't play campaign, but I know people that do. So I my heart goes out to you. OMG, what are your thoughts about this whole competitive thing that I was bringing up and stuff like that?
So I agree that I like new competition,
Right.
kind of what Beasley was saying, because me and Beasley, we see eye to eye because we're part of the fighting game community,
Right.
and it's now. Don't get me wrong. When I watch Evo, it's nice to see a Justin Wong moment,
Oh yeah.
but I would rather see a new person win. I want to see somebody in top four take out Justin Wong, take out Filipino champ. You know what I mean?
Oh
I
yeah.
want some
Yep.
new blood coming in and knock them out, so I can be like, oh, that's the new big deal. He beat this person. He beat that person. So when you find someone that beats the old school greats, and there's something new and fresh, that's what gets me excited
Mm-hmm.
because
Yes,
I like
sir.
seeing new talent. So yeah, I'm totally on board. Now, as far as like, do I blame the community or do I blame the company or whatever? As far as like why it hasn't been invested in, I mean, it could be a little bit of both because at the end of the day, the company can invest not necessarily in raising the prize pool, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe into adding more hype to it somehow. But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, the community can be stale as well,
Mm-hmm.
and the community does play a big part
Mm-hmm.
in whether something's successful or not. For example, like Hearthstone.
Mm-hmm.
For BlizzCon is a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
They sink lots of money in their event, and that's why they can do $1 million tournaments because
Right.
one, the company invests, and two, the crowd is hype, and there's no staleness, there's no drama. It's
Mm-hmm.
just people having fun and seeing good tournament play, just like Beasley was saying. So
Right.
I 100% agree with what he was saying on all points of that. I mean, it completely makes perfect sense to me.
Right. Definitely. Definitely. I don't know. I think we're gonna see a lot of changes. And I saw an interview and yesterday. Somebody was interviewing somebody and they asked about update. They said, "Do you think Scump is done?" And I think if they don't win champs or they don't like if they get knocked out 3-0'd in champs, I think it could be. Um, you know, it might be time. It might be time. It might be time, and let some new kids take over because I know Octane they fresh, and I know what's his name is fresh too, and boy that dude, bro, I saw him go 30 like what was it 27-7, 27-7. The new I was like, oh my god, and he was the only team like, and I'm not trying to boost nobody's head up, okay, but he was the only team on their team on the team positive, and I was like, oh my god, like this dude was literally had Optic on their back, and to still like lose, it sucks, and I'm
Think
not.
about it. Do you hear what they saying though?
Yeah, I know.
About is it about the money or is it about the game? See, people are playing. That could be another reason right there, Hank.
Yeah, it could be about the
Uh,
money.
People are playing more about the money than for the love of being the best,
That's true too.
Yeah.
and
And that's
that's
what's
where you're
making the community a problem is that now it's about the money as opposed to being number one. If I play in a big tournament and I win $10,000, I'm happy. I'm not
Right.
saying, man, I wish it was a million. I'm
Right.
happy with the fact that I was actually able to beat everybody, and the fact that I got $10,000 is just an added bonus.
Right.
That's all that
right.
is to me.
Even if I only won $100, I didn't enter the Brawlhalla tournament because it was like 5 Gs. Even if I would have won, $100, I would have been happy. Even if I would have made the top 10, the top 20, I'd have been happy. You know what I mean? Just to like, I don't know, just to win would have been cool. So yeah,
Yeah, just to win and be like, I was the best. I kicked everybody's ass.
right,
that
right,
that
I'm
was that's
bragging rights, though.
right.
bragging rights though. I
I'm
mean,
like,
I'm not going, say screw the money, but dude, it shouldn't. The money should be the
should
second thing.
right.
If this is the game you love, to prove that you're the best.
Hmm.
But people aren't playing the games they love. They're playing the games for money.
And
So
this is not just saying for Optic. This is not just saying for Optic when I say this. This is for saying for a lot of
oh yeah,
the old teams when I say this. When I'm talking about old teams, I'm talking about like day one teams. FaZe, Optic, Nemesis, Envy, all the old teams. I think, well, especially when it comes to this COD, I don't think they love this. I don't think anybody loves this COD, really, honestly. I really don't think anybody loves this card besides the guy. I have a funny.
Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday, and yeah. Besides the guy yesterday, and then there's the other guy. I want to talk about this story, just for funny, just for funs. For those that don't know, FaZe Sensor, who used to be on FaZe, is now on Complexity, and
Cross counter?
no, FaZe Sensor, yeah, Sensor. He's now on.
No, I'm saying complexity cross counter. They used
Yeah,
to be cross
yeah. He's on Complexity, and he had this beautiful beautiful woman, right? And he legitimately said, "Look, now mind you, FaZe Sensor's been in the game for a long time, okay? And he retired, and then he's coming back because supposedly he loves this COD. He loves this COD so much, he said." He ended his long-term relationship and said, "Look, I love COD so much that I'm just not going to be able to give you the attention you need, and I'm trying to win a championship, so I must let you go." I was like, bro. I'm like, bro, wow. And I'm not reading this from nobody else.
You know what I got to say to him on that one?
What?
Shut up.
That's what I got to say to him on that. That makes no sense.
Yeah, that makes
No.
no sense. I don't. Yeah, to me personally, go ahead.
Nothing. That just feeds into the stereotype that gamers are getting. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. But my personal opinion, I think there's more to it than what he's saying. That's I don't know, man. That's just crazy. Especially Champs is almost here. I could almost understand if it was a new season and it just started and you're about to go in the beginning, right? But why wait until Why wait?
That dude got
That dude got
he probably
dumped.
got dumped, and he's saying that he dumped the girl.
Well, I don't know.
I think I agree with that.
I could maybe it could be, like I said, it could be more to the story than what we know. But from what he's saying, that's what he's saying. So I'm just going off what he said. I think it's dumb because, like I said, why would you do that? Why would you do that? How quick is Champs away? Like a month, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So now all of a sudden you're gonna be like, I'm gonna focus on Champs now. You had all this time to focus, all this time. You know what I'm saying? You had all this time to sit there and be like, you know what? I'm gonna focus on the game. You know what I'm saying? You had the beginning of the World War II season. You had, so I just don't understand. I just don't understand. Even if that was the case, even if he did it in the beginning of the season, it still would make no sense to me because at the end of the day, you're just getting a trophy. You're just getting a trophy. At the end of the day, it's not that serious. I wouldn't go and leave my wife to go be a Brawlhalla champion. Oh, babe, I'm gonna leave you because my focus is to be a Brawlhalla champion, cause that's just more important. Really? No, that's D-U-M-B. So I don't know. That's just crazy. So he gaming more than making babies. Well, like I said, there's probably more complexity issues than what he's saying. I mean, he did join the team Complexity, giggity gig. I'm just saying, we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, so I would
if my man, it was okay. I don't know if you ever heard of this. It was a thing where this guy was he was a Tekken player, and actually still is a Tekken player. Dude was he was top of the league. I forgot his name. If I ask my brother, he can tell me his name too. This is a while ago. He went to the service. He was Korean. He went into the service to service country, and he stopped playing tournaments because of that. And then he came back and resumed his dominance 3 years later. If he can do that, you mean to tell me a man can't dedicate time to his woman?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
If this dude can leave something he was dominating and making money like crazy to go serve his country, you mean to tell me you can't give your girl a couple hours?
Right.
You can't do that?
Right.
Sure.
You always gotta make time for your family. Even me as a streamer, I always say it's adamant.
IRL comes first.
If you are a streamer and you have a wife or you have a husband or you have any kind of spouse or any kind of relationship, make time for that, because at the end of the day, that's more important than this. Because at the end of the day, this can change. Like, Twitch could end tomorrow. You know what I mean? And then where you at? You know what I'm saying? Twitch could end tomorrow. Twitch can go, who knows what happens. And then where you at? You all worried about the money and the money ain't there. And then, you went out with what life and what's important. Your family is more important than any dollar sign amount that you can make. Anything. Like, that's why I always, on the weekends, I try to disconnect as much as possible that I can, to spend time with my wife and my kid. It's crazy though. I was just like, man, what the flip, man? What the flip? People just crazy. And for World War II of all games, I was like, man, that dude really loves World War II, and that game's not even that great. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not that.
You could be top tier without alienating yourself.
Yeah, right. Exactly. You don't have to alienate yourself. Like, my wife watches me play. Brawlhalla sometimes. So, yeah, definitely. Okay, Mr. Bezoid or OMG. It's one of y'all's turns.
I'll let OMG go because we haven't given.
Hold on, let me rephrase that comment. Yes, it's not bad for you young kids, right? But for us that have already played that Call of Duty, because technically that Call of Duty already exists. I played that Call of Duty 10 years ago, Odis. I don't like going backwards in life. It's not that the Call of Duty game is bad, but I've already played that game. I like to play something.
World War II?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's bad. I'm a dead ass say it. It's bad. It sucks.
It's boring. It's just boring. I'll put it that way. It's boring. I'm good at the game, and it just shows that even though I'm good at the game, that doesn't keep me interested enough. It's probably one of the best Call of Duties I've played. Like, not saying that the game is good, but it's best Call of Duties where I've had the best Call of Duty. I have given it love, Odis. I've played that game hours, Odis. Hours. You don't understand how much of a COD head I am. When the COD game released, first day, I almost did a 24-hour stream.
I'm probably the highest prestige of any person in here because I've played it that much. I really gave it a shot when it came out. Mm-hmm. It's not like I just did about 20 matches and said no. Yeah. I actually went hard on the game. Mm-hmm. Tried to give it love, hoped that it would get fixed, the things that I was having problems, and they never got fixed. And then it just bleh.
And it's not because of Boosted Ground. No,
because I come from a Boosted Ground.
Yeah, yep, me too. I come from a Booster Ground background. I love Booster Ground.
If the game was good, why isn't it doing good? Mm-hmm. If the game was good, why isn't you playing it? But you're not playing it. You're playing Fortnite.
Right. And I love you to death, Odis, but you don't. Right now, you're at a place where you don't know me as a gamer, and you don't know where I come from. COD is where I started. I've been playing COD since I was 15 years old. So I know COD, and I even played the bad CODs, and I still like AW. I like AW better than this COD, and it's not because of the jetpacking. I still like IW. My ultimate favorite, my favorite Call of Duty to this day is Black Ops 2. So That was the game that I fell in love with. My very first COD I played was Modern Warfare 2. No, was it Modern Warfare 2? Yeah, Modern Warfare 2. Ghost had its points, but Ghost had a lot of hacks that I didn't like. Ghost was good, but then it had a lot of hacks. But my most favorite Call of Duty was Black Ops 2. But my very first Call of Duty that I owned, not the very first Call of Duty that I played, my very first Call of Duty that I owned and I grinded with no sleep was Modern Warfare 2. I was a beast at that game. So I've been playing Call of Duty for a long time. Long time. I am ready for Call of Duty. Call of Duty is where my bread and butter is. Like, so for me not to enjoy World War II is hard because I love Call of Duty. And I'm actually good at World War II, but there's something about the game that it doesn't feel right. The fact that they even made a class, y'all, you know about the new update, right? Bezoid?
What's the new update?
They put a new specialist out. When you use a specialist, every time you die, you get a random weapon. You start with a random weapon.
What is? Okay.
Why? Why?
That was my first thought. Right. Right. I could tell you problems with the game. I could tell you problems that makes the game sucks.
Score streaks, 1.
Score streaks are straight boo-boo.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you can't put a suppressor on any gun, straight boo-boo. The fact that you only got certain perks on certain things, straight boo-boo. The maps are so campy. You got fire-breathing shotguns.
That make no sense. Look, and here, and we could put this to rest because me and Beasley could talk about Call of Duty all day long, okay? Because we love Call of Duty. The fact's what messes this Call of Duty up, and a lot of you young heads are not gonna understand this. So please understand this when I say this. They messed with the fundamentals of Call of Duty. The fundamentals, not the extra stuff, not all this other stuff. They mess with the fundamentals of Call of Duty and what makes Call of Duty Call of Duty. And that's the problem. And for them to fix the fundamentals of Call of Duty, they have to restart at the foundation. And to restart the foundation, and to restart the foundation, they would have to redo the game. And they're not going to redo the game. So we'll just say rest in peace of World War II and move on.
And not enough Tom Hanks is awesome. As soon as I read that, I pictured that movie.
Freaking Saving Private Ryan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Yo, if they had Tom Hanks though, that would be hilarious.
That would be, yeah.
If they had his voice, that's all they need.
Uh-huh.
You know how they had Snoop Dogg's voice and they had Ice Cube? Oh my God, if they had Tom Hanks.
That'd be cool. Alright, OMG. Sorry I cut you off. I had to reply that real quick because young heads don't understand my knowledge of Call of Duty, man.
Sometimes you gotta do your thing. I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
But so I got some interesting news from Microsoft. Believe it or not, Microsoft puts $500,000 behind tech training for students of color.
Wait. Go ahead.
Wait,
sorry.
what did I do?
That's what it says. That's exactly what the article reads. So basically, Microsoft is investing $500,000 in 2 separate initiatives for coding and one for technology. What they're doing is there's one group called Black Girls Code, which helps teenage girls of different nationalities to learn coding to put them in the gaming industry. And then there's another one that's specifically for technology that they have called I think it's just called the Technology Access Foundation. that was set up back in '97. But basically, what they're doing is they're putting more money to get more people of different backgrounds in the gaming industry, specifically for coding and technology. I thought that was interesting that they brought it up though, because I mean, Microsoft's kind of reaching and doing a lot to try to put themselves, back in the number one spot or try to get there. So now they're really reaching it. They're trying to get the young
Yeah.
folks, and they're trying to get minorities at this point to try to get them involved, so they can get their numbers back up. But yeah, they're actually investing in younger people of different nationalities, to try to make their numbers good.
I don't know how I feel about
I
that.
don't know how I feel about
Yeah,
that either.
I have mixed feelings about it myself. So yeah, that's a weird one. That's why I thought I'd bring it up to kind of see what y'all thought about it.
Yeah, I'm kind of mixed on it. I'm like, wait, what? I,
Yeah.
I'm 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 kind of like, yeah, they're doing something, positive, and then I'm like, but it's kind of exploiting at
Right,
the same
Right.
time.
right. It's kind of. I don't even want to say it, but I'm gonna say it's kind of racist if you think about it, in a
Hmm.
sense. You know what I
And
mean?
I'm like,
Because
so
it's
are they doing it sincerely, or are they just doing it because it makes them look good?
right,
And I'm like,
right.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm feeling a
And,
little
and,
bit different.
and that's the thing is because of the timing. That's my issue with it. Now,
Yeah, yeah,
if
yeah.
we knew, if Microsoft, let's say, wasn't like struggling or anything, and this is something that uh, they're just doing to further their brand in general. I wouldn't really have any weird thoughts about it. But the fact that it's timed right when they're at their low, is a little weird. Yeah, so I don't know how to say it. Like I said, exploitation is possible. Really hard to say. I want to believe that this is something they've been thinking about doing for a long time, and they finally have gotten enough money to do it. I don't know. I want to believe the good stuff, but sometimes in reality, you just have to look at what's in front of you and be like,
Hmm.
well, here's the pattern, and all of a sudden they're doing this. Interesting timing,
I
and this is not historical
we have
either.
a comment or we have a question. I seen that says, is it a scholarship program? Because that's pretty normal. That's what he's.
It doesn't say. Let me double check because it's two different initiatives. So let me double check to see if one is different from the other. Let me double check. Let's see. It's an so it says initially an out of school program for students of color. They have opened its schools and provided consultancy on eliminating race based disparity in academic achievement.
Ah.
So apparently one of them is a school.
Hmm. Eh,
The other I'm not sure. I think the other one is just like a foundation, like a charity thing.
hmm. I mean, here's my thing, right? And it's gonna sound weird because of me, but I just don't like that it's based on race because I know a lot of other unfortunate kids that are like of all different races. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I don't, so for them to say, "Oh, it's for color," like that, that just rubs me the wrong way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Anytime, and I'm not trying to be like oversensitive, but anytime I hear someone say like, the term colored for people, it always bothers me. It really
Yeah,
does.
like
Even
really.
if like it's for a good cause, it's like you really could have worded that a little differently. Now, I don't know if it's the article's fault that they did that or if that's actually what the quotations were from the company itself. But from even the article standpoint, when they're reading it, I mean, it seems like it's coming from, these two entities. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's weird.
Like what are they trying to say? Like that colored people just don't get the opportunity to code, and like I don't know.
Yeah,
I
because I
don't know.
mean, things like this should be open to everyone, and
Right,
we don't need to make a statement as far as like race or anything. I
right.
mean, we're supposed to be taught to not see color. When you get a group of kids together and there's a ball and everyone's of different races, no one's looking at each other's skin color. Everyone's looking at, hey, there's a ball, let's play, and we play.
Right,
There's
right.
no differentiating. There's no, you know what I mean. So, and I think that's where they're missing the mark here, is that they
Again,
really didn't make that happen.
again, it goes back to what I said. People are stuck in their own mindsets or old mindsets, and this is why racism still exists. Is because you have like stuff like that that's just dumb. Like I'm not saying that it's not a good cause, but it should say for the like unfortunate people, because there's there's people that are like I said, of all different races, that just don't have the opportunities as some other people do. So I agree with you 100%. I feel like it should be open to everybody. I don't think that should have been any part of the article or anything like that. I think that was very poorly executed on their part. Way to go,
Yeah,
Microsoft.
yeah. And that's what happens when you're desperate, you know.
That's yeah, that's what I'm like.
Yeah.
It's positive, but it's
You gotta
kind
be
of
skeptical sometimes.
exploiting. You gotta be
Yeah.
skeptical. So like, if it was straight sincere and it was just something that they do and it's been like a tradition, and you're like, oh, they're doing it. But if it's like we're trying to look good, PR wise, because we're kind of in third place, then it's kind of
Mm.
exploiting, and that's not so nice.
I
No,
seen that
half of
said.
it.
I seen said that. Are they only doing programs towards kids of color? And he said, or is it or is it just one of their programs?
Well, so first of all, I'll give them kudos on the technology part, because this is something they've actually set up back in '97. So that is okay. That's something they did in the past. So I can give them kudos on that. But it does specifically state on the. We'll look at the '99. We'll look at them both separately. All right. So let me see. Okay. So the one in 1997. Let me see here. Okay, so the one in '97 is okay, because basically they used to be of race, but they've changed it to to get rid of the race disparity and all that kind of stuff. So they eventually opened it up to all races, but initially it was for colored people. But that was the one for technology. But the one for the Black Girls Code, like that's specifically for a specific race. So I mean, and that one was just started recently.
Hmm. That's interesting.
And not only are they saying specific race, they saying the
Because they gender
so
Yeah.
it's kind now it feels really
segregated. Is that the right
Yeah.
word? Is that the right?
shady.
Yeah.
Yeah, segregated is the right word. Yeah, but it's preteen girls that are black, basically, is what they're doing. That's the one for coding. So that's the one that seems a bit off. The technology one is okay because they've been around for a long time and they've been changing their ways, so that's okay. But the coding one is the problem, because yeah, it is specifically
I can
states what it
I
is.
can almost understand. I could see where they thought the gender part would be okay. Not saying that it is okay, but I could see where they thought it might have been okay, because they thought, a lot of people think that because of the image that technology gives, it's not that it's true. It's the image that technology gives. The image, the persona that technology normally gives is a male driven industry. But it's not. It's just that's just what we're perceived to be. So they're like, "Oh, well, let's get females interested," when really anybody can do it, and it's just dumb. But okay, I seen said this, but it makes me wonder who started the Black Girls of Coding. Because if it's a black woman driving the program, then that seems like an issue to you guys. Does it seem like an
Okay,
issue to you guys? Yeah.
well, it's the person's name is Kimberly Bryant. So let me look her up and see.
Dang, we getting all deep. I gotta go. I gotta go BRB real quick. Gotta get
Yeah,
regular real
let
quick.
me look
Be
that
right
up
back.
for you guys. I'll be happy to look up this person to see if. Let me see. I'll look her up. Because I mean, I kind of see what that person's talking about. Because if this was an organization started, by a black person, and Microsoft just
Hmm.
happened to pick them up, I see where he's going with that. So let me look it up just so we can get our facts straight. Because I didn't look up the name, so I'm gonna look her up now. And since I have her name, I might as well look her up. Okay, yes, she is black. Okay.
Okay. All right, then it seems more legit. It seems more legit.
Yeah, it says American Electoral Engineer. Okay, so yeah, that's her. She's the one that started the Black Girls Code, which is a nonprofit organization that creates coding clothes for preteen girls of color.
Okay, now it seems more legit. There we
Yeah,
go.
I didn't realize that she was the actual one. And then, okay, so yeah, so she started it, and Microsoft is now investing in the organization that she started to put them into gaming.
Now we can say kudos. Now we can say
Yeah.
kudos.
And that just proves that, when you hear something, you got to do further research, because
Yep.
I just read the article, but now that you guys ask questions, and this is why we like your participation, because when you ask questions and force us to do more research, we can put things into context. And that makes it better. But yeah, so with that being the case, yeah, definitely kudos to Microsoft because, they picked up on an organization that someone else had started and they're investing in them to help them for their brand. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
So we'll,
that's
we'll, we'll
exactly
take
why
that
we
one
like to hear
as a
from
thumbs up.
the audience. That's what we want every week, actually.
And this is why we always say we appreciate your guys' participation because this is the perfect example of what the participation does. It turns a situation that would have been potentially ugly into something that was like, okay, you know what? That is pretty cool. I didn't look up the person itself that started the Black Girls Code. I just looked at the whole article in general and kind of put two and two together. But yeah, you do have to do further research sometimes because the articles don't always tell you all the details. But since I actually looked the person up and did further research, we're able to get a better idea of the situation. So yeah, I'll give a golf clap to Microsoft for doing their thing. And like I said, the technology thing, Microsoft actually did back in '97. So they've been doing that for a while. They just recently expanded as far as that's concerned. They're investing more into it. And then they just picked up something else as well. And shout outs to my girlfriend because she actually went to college for coding.
Really?
So yeah, she used to do she did like the internet college basically, but she said that coding can be very, very tedious. Like people who do coding in video games, they have a lot of work to do.
Oh
Like
yeah.
it's not as like simple and easy as others who don't know any better think that it is. Like, especially when it comes to like if you're trying to determine if something's RNG based or not, coding really determines if it's going to be RNG or not. Because like, my girlfriend did chime in on one of y'all's debates a while back, and she did state that when coding is involved, um, it is what it is. The computer does what you tell it to do, and the computer will only do as far as what the person coding it allows it to do. And
Hmm.
if they allow RNG, then it will have RNG. But if they don't allow it, it will be what it is.
Yeah.
So
Wait, what are we talking about?
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
we're talking about
coding.
coding. Coding.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, and by the way, Handy, because I know you were gone for a bit. It turns out that it is legit. The person that started because someone asked, have we looked up the person who started the Black Girls Code? Who is she? All that stuff. So I looked her up, and she is a black woman that actually started the organization, and then Microsoft picked her organization up and invested in them to help in their brand.
Okay.
So it's not as bad
But
because it wasn't something that Microsoft created. It was something it was an
it
organization
was an
created by
organization somebody else created.
And they
Yeah,
just
and Microsoft
they
recently
back.
picked them up.
But
Yeah, they're investing into what's already existed in the past.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still like, why? I don't know. Me as a company, I'm just
Oh.
me as a company. I would say, I would. I mean, I understand the whole issue and stuff, but me, I would want, it to be for everybody. But I don't know. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
But I can.
Well, the thing is like coding is not just for video games; it's for a lot of things. But see, Microsoft is reaching out because it gets them into video games, not just coding in general, but coding for gaming, and that's what they're trying. They're trying to expand their gaming through other organizations that already exist. You know how like
Yeah.
during E3, how they talked about how they gained all these other companies. Well,
Right.
this is furthering that as far as coding. And I was just
Yeah.
explaining to Beaslord in the audience about what coding is all about and how difficult and tedious it really is.
Right.
Yeah. This is if this was a bad. This is not want to say popular. This is a positive thing to backing, and
Right.
so
Right.
back
Right.
something, you know,
Odie said
back
this.
something like this
Odie,
is.
go ahead. I'm sorry. Oh wait. Odie said this. Why not all girls are coding though?
But see, there might be we don't know. There might be things they already back where it's all girls. This is
Right.
probably
Yeah.
like Able Gamers, right? They
Right.
might be other companies like Able Gamers. You get what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah, that's true. Very
So,
true.
this, and honestly, we should not, downplay this whatsoever, even if it's just saying this
Right.
on this particular, program.
Right.
Any program that helps anything in that, and is given sincerely should be
Right.
back.
Right. Yeah, definitely,
If it
definitely.
was insincere as just a political move,
Right.
then like we were
Yes.
saying earlier, we was feeling a little
Right.
different.
Different.
But
Right.
since this was already started,
Right.
they just backed it. They just said, "Hey, we got your back." And
Right.
so
That's cool.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
No, I
Yeah.
definitely agree. I definitely agree. Definitely agree.
And like you said, the head of it was, she could have had a bad background and somebody helped her, and so she's saying, "Look, I'm trying to help somebody like they helped me."
Right.
So
Right.
Mhm.
It makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. I totally agree. As you take a sip of Pepsi.
Mhm.
I knew. I knew.
You may not be able to see it, but you can hear it.
I can hear it. We need. I need a. I need a Pepsi. I need a Pepsi audio clip, man. Where you go, anyway. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, that's cool though. That's really cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, now that we
Yeah.
did further research on it, it's definitely, more legit. And thank you guys for asking more questions about it.
Yeah.
Right.
It
That
makes it a different story.
now see.
That's what this is for, to make a
Mhm.
discussion of it,
Right.
to make you might not have gotten a chance to think about it in a certain way,
Right.
and then it makes you think about it a certain
Right,
way.
exactly. And that's how you positively do that. That's exactly how it should go all the time.
Mhm.
I encourage that a lot. I always just ask questions because, again, we're just reporting what we think is interesting. We're not saying we agree or disagree with anything. We just find it interesting and we bring it to you guys because we know a lot of people don't really read gaming news much these days.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
a lot of parents don't read what their
Kids
read
are.
into what their kids are playing, and
Mhm.
so
Yep.
we try to come and give them the perspective of what they might not have a chance, because some people just don't have the time because they're
Right.
single parents or
Oh,
so. It's
and we're in an on-demand era, or if it's not on a video and,
Yeah.
and explained to us, and and I can watch it whenever I want. Then, as me and Peazoid found out yesterday, there's actually kids that didn't watch.
Oh my.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That one. OMG.
Oh,
I
go
was
ahead then. Tell him.
I was talking with a fellow streamer. He's becoming a new streamer now, and we was giving him tips about streaming, as far as having a set schedule, and this, that, and the other. And I was giving him an example of reminding him how it used to be, where you used to have your favorite show on TV and you remember what time that was, and you should have that in streaming. So people remember, oh, it's time for Handy. Oh, it's time for Bees. Oh, it's time for OMG to stream, because this is normal time. And he was like, well, I never really watch TV, so I don't have a favorite TV show. And I'm like, wait, what do you mean you never watch TV? He's like, no, the only thing I've really watched is like Netflix. I'm like, you never got a Saturday morning cartoon that you dedicated to like daily, or a show that you watched every week or every weekend, like Martin or Friends or anything? And he like, no, everything I watched is on Netflix. I was like, wow, you poor baby.
Yeah, yeah. Like I still have shows that I watch every once a week that come on. Like I'm still old fashioned. Like there's two shows I watch right now. I watch Power. It's like one of my favorite shows. Comes on Sundays.
Mhm.
And I watch Animal Kingdom. It comes on Tuesdays. And then my wife's favorite show, she also watches on Sundays, is Claws. Notice all those are gangster and mobster. Look, that's just my thing. That's my favorite shows. Anyway, but I gotta watch it, and I gotta make sure that if I'm not able to watch it, I gotta record it. So it's just weird how the new generation doesn't even know what that is.
Oh, yeah.
And Odie says, "Oh, I'm waiting for the new season of Doctor Who." I've never watched Doctor Who in my life. Don't even know what it is. Don't even know what it's about.
Like not even wrestling. Like everybody knew when wrestling.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Speaking of
That kinda
which,
surprised me.
rest in peace to one of the members of Too
Brian
Cool.
Christopher.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Rest in peace.
Okay.
He died 2 days ago.
It
3
was.
days. 3 days
Yep. It
ago.
was another one died too. The Russian. Oh, what's his name? Nikolov, I believe. He
Nikolai.
passed. Yeah.
Yeah, and I know.
Did you
Yeah.
know that Brian Christopher was Jerry King Lawler's son?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I knew about that. Yeah.
Yep, I sure did.
Yeah, the missus didn't know that.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough, especially the way he passed away. He didn't. I'm just gonna put it like this. He didn't pass away due to natural causes. So, yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, it really was. He was actually pretty entertaining. He was a
Yeah.
good wrestler.
Yeah, he really was. I thought he was in TNA for a while, but we know what happened to Impact. Impact is still a thing, but I actually get the what's that Japan? What is it called?
Ring of Honor?
No,
Ring of Honor?
the other one. The other one.
The one with boy Kenny Omega?
You know what I'm
what's
talking
his
about? The
name?
Japan something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Like on TV, like I get to watch it, like in English and everything. It's pretty freaking cool.
that's fine.
And guess who's a commentator in there?
Who is it?
Jim Ross.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Good old JR.
Good old JR. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, man, I get to hear Slobber Knocker again. No.
Nice.
Man, so, yeah, so. Speaking of wrestling, that's what I've been doing when I can catch it. It's not like, oh, I'm watching it faithfully, but I am definitely not watching WWE no more. That's just wop 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 wop. Just no.
It's so much they could do right with wrestling that they turn it around and they just.
Apparently, they're making a women's tag division. I've been reading up.
You sure about that?
That's what I
thought they
hear.
had-
That's what I'm
Well, I heard
reading.
They're having a women's
Pay-per-view too.
pay-per-view.
I
That
read
was the
about that.
announcement Stephanie did on, I think it was the Monday before, like a week and a half ago.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
That will be interesting to see what's gonna happen. It may spark some.
What's amazing is, honestly, I'm being more entertained by the women's division than I am by the men.
So is that a good thing or is that sad? That's what I want to know. Is that good or is that just sad? Is
It's
that a
both.
sign?
It's both.
Okay.
It's both, because it's sad on the men's part because I'm honestly bored of their division. And it's good on the women's because they're entertaining me.
They're stepping it up.
Yeah. It's interesting. You guys got to remember, like, we're not down the earth, like, we're down to earth people. We're not always gonna we're off the cuff, so it's not gonna be strictly gaming news. Never did we say this is gonna be 100% gaming news all the time, and oh my god, we're gonna give all the gaming news all the time. This is like when we're sitting around and we're talking about games, and whatever conversation sparks. This is an off the cuff discussion. This is not scripted. We don't sit around and say, okay, we're going to talk about this at this time. We're going to talk about this at this time. Then we're going to talk about this at this time. This is all natural. And this is the only place you will get a natural podcast. There's no other, as far as I know. But we're not saying that it's not fake. We're all three of us are old wrestling gaming heads. We were just bringing something up because we were talking about an online, or not online, but a concurrent gaming or concurring show and how you should do streaming. Okay, and then that brought up the whole thing with because we are old wrestling fans. Yeah, so yeah, just like you brought up Doctor Who. So, I mean, it's the same thing. Thank you, Scene. Yo, shout outs to Scene, man. Thank you. High five, bro. High five. Damn. But we're not.
Doctor Who is a TV show, right?
Yeah, Doctor Who is a TV show.
It's a TV
So
show.
there's
Yeah.
some fakeness to it, right?
Right, exactly. It's
It's a TV
scripted.
show.
It's scripted.
It's scripted.
We're not saying wrestling's real.
Nobody said wrestling.
Nobody said wrestling was real.
Any wrestling fan knows it's not real, but
Right.
it's just the imagination of the show.
It's entertainment. That's
It's
literally what it is.
entertainment.
And guess what? Guess what this show is? Entertainment. And guess what gaming is? Entertainment that's not real. Oh my god!
Mind blown.
Bam! Bam! Oh! So anyway.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna have gaming news throughout the whole show is basically a gaming show, but conversations can just spark
Right. Exactly.
and discussions just spark.
Seeing this head, it's still real to me. You know what? You know what someone used to tell me at church, because we used to have a member at a church that used to he was like older than me. He still watched wrestling. He said, no matter how scripted it is, gravity was never fake. And I was
True.
you got a point. He's like,
True.
injuries.
They still get hurt. They still get injured.
Yeah, it's like everything doesn't go to plan always. And I was like, kudos to you,
tell
sir.
that to Shawn Michaels' knees.
And his back.
You tell that to Stone Cold's neck.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He broke his neck. I mean,
Hi, boobies!
Hey, boobies!
Oh, I like how I have the chat so much bigger now. I can see. I'm not like this.
But we're gonna go. Okay, well, let's go to something that she wants to talk about then. So
Yeah, you know she
you
already.
don't like our wrestling discussion. It was a
Right.
mini side quest.
Right. Yeah.
Apparently, the Great Ninja is supposed to be meeting with Epic or has met with Epic. I'm not sure if he's met with them already or it's supposed to meet with them the next couple of days. And he's supposed to be meeting with them to discuss bringing back the double pump and how he's saying that it should be back in the game and how people are crying that it should be back in the game.
Wait. Okay, Ninja, I've had your back. I've had your back against Odie's for a long time. And then you go and you do me like this, Ninja. Look. First of all, you need to quit lying to the people, because you already know you've already been meeting with Epic behind closed doors. Okay? We're not dumb. You're just broadcasting it to everybody because you want everybody to be behind you. Fact. 2, why would you promote something that is that would be broken in all video games? Like, that is something that is broken. That is something that shouldn't be in any game. It shouldn't exist in Call of Duty. It shouldn't exist in Overwatch. It shouldn't be in, I don't know. If anything, like I said, but nobody listens to Handy because Handy is just Handy. Just bring just buff the shotguns. Just buff them. You don't gotta double them. You don't gotta double pump. You don't need a double pump. Just buff it to outdo the shotguns. And here's another thing, Ninja. Let me bring you something to this point. This game was never supposed to be a balanced game in the first place. Mind blown!
Oh, wait, let me do it again.
Exactly. It shouldn't be in any game. Exactly. In fact, if it was brought to any developer's mindset, they would say the game's broken. This needs to be fixed. I don't see where it, man. No. I don't even know what to say because my emotions want to say something pretty stupid right now.
Look.
I don't even know what to say.
If this is true, if this is in fact true, then bro, if they listen to him like this,
I'm done.
This is true, and they listen to Ninja and say, "Oh, okay, you said we should bring back double pumps. We should bring back double pumps." I will uninstall Fortnite
Okay, you
and
said.
will never
Yep.
play it again.
Yep. You just said emotionally what I was trying to keep inside.
And I'm so serious because if that's the case, that means they're not listening to the community. They're listening to select people, and I would have to agree with Odie's at that point
Yeah, I would too. No, I'm saying boobies.
because she always said she always says he ruined the game. We
Uh,
always disagree with her and disprove her. We disproved her facts.
there. Okay, so
But this is a big fact that we can't disprove. If this happens, I can't deny what Odie said. About
right. I
ruining the
can't. I
game.
can't. I can't
This-
either. I can't either. Boobies. What I'm saying is that this game was never meant to be balanced. RNG is not a balanced game, and RNG is never is not. RNG is randomness, right?
It's never.
Right. Like in
Dude,
over. Go ahead. Oh,
Can
go
we
ahead.
be brutally honest?
Yes, go ahead.
Name a balanced game.
There's not. There's not one balanced
There
game.
is
Not
no
even
balance.
Now in Overwatch, there is certain things that counter certain things, but it doesn't balance it.
The reason why a game is never going to be balanced because every game has tiers.
Right.
Tiers of characters, tiers of, and then got low tiers and high tiers, and then you got people who just do okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's never been a game where everybody is the exact balance. It hasn't happened. It's not going to happen because
Yeah.
it's always going to be certain things that the developers either missed or intended to be better than others.
Right.
And what comes of that is the fact that you're gonna have the people who exploit that, and you're gonna have the people who like the low tiers and play them as best as they can and become
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I seen said rock paper scissors is perfectly balanced. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt you, but that was just funny. Are we talking about like the whole game? The whole game. We're talking about there's no balanced game created. That's what we're saying.
There's no video game created where there's balance. No.
No.
There is no balance.
No.
And you can't name one. If you name it, I'll show you how. If you name a game, I can tell you how there's imbalance. There is no balance to no game. And which is fine. Now, if it's just completely broken, they gotta try to get it closer to closer. But there's always going to be because no game is perfect. And so
the Boobies wants a definition. She wants you to define balance, but we're saying like there's no reason to because we're not saying there needs to be a balance.
to define balance is where every gun is exactly would kill at the same TTK,
Right.
which is time to kill.
And yeah.
Does the exact same damage per second, and that's not gonna happen. There are gonna be tiers of guns. This gun is gonna be better than this gun. But if you put this gun in the average guy hands and this gun and the guy who's better, the better skilled guy should win. That's why it's never gonna be completely balanced.
The reason why we're bringing this up, I don't know if you were in here but as Bezoy was saying is that Ninja is going to be meeting up with Epic and telling Epic that they need to put double pump back in the game, which in any video game, any kind of exploit like that breaks the game. And so why Ninja would even want to even do something like that is beyond me. Well, I was on the same. I am on the same boat with Bezoid. That's what I was gonna emotionally say, but I wasn't gonna let my emotions get the best of me. If
it's not emotional. Just flat out. If they do put it back in because this man went up there and said you should put it back in.
Yeah.
I'm saying, you know what?
Yep.
I'm done.
I'm going. Yep. I'm done. I'm not gonna play Fortnite anymore, just because
I will uninstall it.
like that wasn't even acceptable in GoldenEye 64. Just saying. None of that is unacceptable in any kind of game. It is ridiculous. Not that it can't be beat. Not that it's not
What's up,
unbeatable.
Cougar?
Not that it can't be beat or it's unbeatable. It's just not acceptable.
What it shows is they're listening to a select few. And I don't want a game where it's based on not the community, but the people who are streamers. No, it should never be the streamers' word, because the streamers do not represent the community. They
right.
represent
They're
themselves.
not only that, but they're not. Just because you play a game like a lot and you're good at the game doesn't mean you understand the formula, like the coding of the game, or how the the foundation of the game. There has to be, you have to, like, there's a difference between a coder and a gamer. There's a difference between a developer and a gamer. Okay, so I mean, like, yeah. Like,
Okay, I'm gonna give a great example on why people who are amazing at the game shouldn't have say so over the game.
right.
If you once said the group Complexity, right? Remember that?
Right.
Remember that?
Yep.
It was amazing, and OMG probably be like, I know that guy. It was an amazing player who was kicking so much ass in Ultimate Marvel vs. Nope, it was regular Marvel vs. Capcom.
The first one, yeah.
The first one. Do you remember that guy?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
He played Spencer.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. He went on to go and work for Capcom marketing division, and his name was Combo Fiend. And
Yeah,
you remember Combo Fiend?
I do remember that, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, he went in every tournament. He was basically the ninja of Marvel, and
Pretty much, yeah.
they went and they took him over as the marketing head, and he helped develop Street Fighter V.
Hold on, let me stop you
It
real
was a
quick.
huge flop, by the way.
Let me stop you real quick. Defender, just because I'm a small streamer doesn't mean I don't know that troll. I know that troll. Good try. You ain't gonna catch me to say it. But anyway, yeah. What's up there? Yeah, go ahead, Bezoid.
He went on to help develop Street Fighter V, and if you know anything about Street Fighter V, it failed.
It flopped.
And now, guess what? He resigned
Oof.
because it was so
Imagine
bad.
that.
Imagine that. He resigned. And this guy, like, he dominated with Spencer. He dominated tournaments. He made a whole lot of money. They brought him in and said, "Hey, come work and help develop a game," and it failed. And so
that wasn't his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just because you do well at a game does not mean you should have any effect on how the game is developed or how it should be, balanced or patched or this, that, and the other. No, because what you're gonna look at. You're gonna look at what made you're gonna not want to change what made you good. Ninja's not gonna want to say, "Well, let's go against what made me good in the first place." No, he's gonna want to keep what made him good in the first place, and that's certain things. So no.
Yeah, it creates bias, is what it does.
It creates
Yeah.
bias, and you never ever should have bias like that. It should be a community decision. The community wants this. Community needs this because it's affecting the game. And if you're listening to a select few, that means you're not listening to the community.
Right.
And I'm part of that community, and you're not listening to me. So if that happens, I won't be a part of that community.
Right. Because why should, not only that, but why should Ninja be the only voice?
Apparently, a couple of other streamers and big people are supposed to be meeting with him as well.
Well, I mean, why? Okay, and that goes to the Call of Duty subject of, like, why? I mean, I understand there's a good reason for sometimes for a streamer or an content creator to have a voice, and for certain things, for events and stuff, but not when it comes to bashing a game over your opinion. Because, like I've said it before and I say it again, even somebody is, where I'm at, I'm not somebody that gets 1,000 viewers, 100,000 viewers, but my influence impacts, oh, well, Handy plays this game, I gotta try it. Oh, Handy don't. You see what I'm saying? That's why I always tell you guys, just because I don't like a game doesn't mean it's fact. Go try it for yourself. Just because I like a game doesn't mean it's the best game in the world. Personally, I like Brawlhalla over Fortnite. Does that make Brawlhalla like a better game? No, it's just my personal taste. A lot of people are confusing personal taste with facts, and people need to understand that, again, as a content creator and as a streamer, your voice is a very powerful thing, and some people don't realize with power comes a great responsibility. Some people misuse that power. Some people misuse that power, and this is where we have that issue right now. There are people are misusing their power. Ninja, I have a lot of respect for you, bud, but at the end of the day, that's just an opinion. A lot of you streamers that want the double pump back, that's an opinion. That is not fact, because you and I both know that that's not part of gaming fundamentals. That's not. It don't work. It doesn't work. You just want the flashy stuff, just like you would complain if they took out all the bouncy stuff. They took out, because I know me and Bezoid, we don't use impulse grenades. We don't use bounty pads. We use launch pads. We don't use bounty pads. If they were to take out all those things away, they would complain. Why? Because it doesn't give them swag. It doesn't give them flash. They gotta have that flash because that flash is actually what promotes them. Think about it like this: if Ninja was just getting normal kills, normal wins, if all these people were just getting normal kills, normal wins, people would be bored. Facts. They don't like to see Ninja win. They like to see how Ninja wins. So when you take something like an SMG, or you have that's over OP like that in a sense, or you take away the double pump, it takes away from that flash. Because watching it, yes, it is entertaining. I ain't gonna lie, it's funny, but as a gamer, it's very disrespectful because it's showing that breaking a game is okay as long as it's entertaining, and that's not right. No, should it be allowed? But again, I'm just a small voice in a big pond. One day. I use an AR scoped AR SMG shotgun sniper with heals and shields. I mean, again, there's no. Just exactly. Like, you use what you use. Like, I use what I use. Like, I like the silencer SMG over the new SMGs, to be honest. I seen that said best game in the world is Snake on the Nokia phone, hands down. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Back in the 90s, bro. Yo, the brick phone though. You know what I'm saying? Yo, those phones still work. I have a friend that has like an old school Nokia. It actually still works. Kind of funny. Like, not work, like you can't make calls with it, but like it turns on, you can still play Snake. I don't know. Thoughts, OMG? What are your thoughts, man?
Well, those were simpler times, but anyway.
Oh, Snake. Oh my God.
That's funny.
That is.
But yes, I do believe that people need to stay in their lane. Is basically what it boils down to.
Preach it.
If you're good at being competitive, stay competitive. If you're good at streaming, stay streaming. If you're good at developing, coding, technology, whatever, stick to that. But just because you're good at one does not make you good at the other. Not everybody's a jack of all trades. That does not happen very often in this community. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a failure if somebody who knows nothing about coding, knows nothing about how a game is developed and anything, all of a sudden gets to make decisions that will potentially make the game worse. I mean, again, just like Bezoid said, Street Fighter V was a big flop, and guess who resigned? The person that was good at competitive but not good at game creation. You know what I mean? So that's just a perfect example right there. You got to be careful who you ask to do so. Just because they're a gaming celebrity to some degree doesn't mean they know how to make a game. Like it's a completely different thing.
Exactly.
And you know what really sucks is that it just shows that like. And remember what I told you guys. Remember when Handy had that big rant and everybody was like getting upset at Handy in a sense, because of my hypothesis. And remember I said something big would probably happen with Epic, and people would understand to see that Epic is gonna drop the ball. This could be that moment where Epic drops the ball, because it shows that Epic doesn't really care about their community, that they just care about who's making the most money for them. Uh-oh!
Spaghettios?
Uh-oh! I called it. I said Epic might drop the ball. I said, I don't know when. I said it could be a year from now. It could be a week from now. It could be 5 years from now. It could be 10 years from now. But Epic is going to drop the ball. This could happen.
Yep. He's gonna look at the cereal bowl and say, "I see a bunch of O's."
Uh-oh.
So the developer is gonna say, "No, those are Cheerios." That's exactly what it's gonna be.
I'm just saying.
I will use that Family Guy reference all day long.
Yo, I haven't watched Family Guy in so long. Oh my god, man! But I'm serious. I'm serious. Look, I don't care. I will quit Fortnite and go back to H1. I'll play H1.
No, I hope that it makes the game better. What they do or say or whatever, I hope it makes it better. But you got to be a little skeptical.
Okay, but now you realize what they're trying to bring back, right? Remember what we was talking about?
Oh yeah,
the double pumps. That's not gonna make the game better. That's not gonna make. You and I both know that it's not gonna.
It's gonna make it easier for Ninja in the top pros to get kills again.
Right, and
for that.
Well, not for them to get kills, for them to be flashy.
For them to be flashy.
For them to be flashy.
Nah. It's literally like, okay. Name a fighting game. Name a fighting game right now. OMG.
Third Strike.
Okay, it's literally like buffing Ken's super.
Yeah, that'd be too stupid.
That's just stupid. It's literally.
I would win a lot more tournaments, but that would be stupid.
And it would.
Better yet, it's literally like giving more damage to Chung Li's super.
And
we all know how broken that was.
And it looks cool. And it looks cool. It'd be cool for the viewer, but not for the one that's like trying to win. You know?
It's literally like giving Dudley even more stun. So, oh my god, Dudley was just, it's just some things you just don't need to do, and you don't need that. I'm sorry, chat. Y'all probably like, what?
I could even go even older school. It's like what is he talking about? Like making Perfect Dark competitive and making the XR2 gun legal, the X-ray gun.
I can go more recent. It's like making the Commando do two shot kills all day. It's literally just no. You just don't do that.
It's like leaving Hammond the way that he is. Which they're not gonna do that. But
you want to get even newer? It's like giving the SMG. It's like giving the SMG even more bullets, faster fire rate, and less recoil. Just don't do it. No. It's not needed. So, yeah.
Or it's like giving the pistol infinite ammo. Because, I mean, I'm sure they thought about that. Come on. I mean... Perfect Dark was awesome. Finally, somebody knows. Yes, thank you. We're not the only old heads that love Perfect Dark. Nice. Oh, my Jesus. That was the game that started it all for me.
Ninja will not affect how cross-platforming is.
No.
He doesn't have the say-so.
No.
He don't make enough money to have the say-so.
No.
Yeah, he got money. He ain't got
Wait.
He ain't got corporate money.
I just thought of something. Epic is owned by Tencent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tencent is in the stock market, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now just hear me out for a second. This is a hypothesis. This is not fact. This is another disclaimer. This is a handy opinion. What if Ninja's a private shareholder?
Nah.
It,
If that was the case, if he was a shareholder, he wouldn't be allowed to do tournaments.
Yeah,
He
I
wouldn't be
believe
allowed to do
you're not
tournaments.
allowed to. Yeah,
Really?
You're
if
not allowed
you're
to. And that's what happened to Combo thing. He
Oh,
couldn't
okay.
do tournaments.
yeah, if you have stock or if you work in the company itself, you're not allowed to
You're
participate
not
in the
allowed to
tournament.
participate in no tournament.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. I'm just making sure. Just making
Yeah.
sure. Cause I don't know. I'm just like, man, 500K a month. What are you doing with all that money?
Yeah, he still wouldn't be. That's unfortunately that's nothing that would even have any sort of say so on any of the three big Microsoft, Nintendo, or Sony's company. They
Right.
would look at him like, okay, you got little money. We still got big money over here.
you ain't got as much money as Nintendo, that's for sure. Nintendo making. We already know Nintendo making the money. So
For every ninja, is about 30 billion of them in a company that's just sitting there like, no, you ain't that big, homie. You ain't that big. Because
No,
don't
keep
forget,
in mind that
PewDiePie was
Tencent-
making that money too, and he didn't get no say so.
now Tencent, even though like they're more of a financial backer, they're not necessarily ones that make all the decisions. They let other people make the decisions, and if they have to jump in, they will. Tencent has their feet in a lot of different things, so they may not even be aware of what's going on, or they're gonna probably wait and see what happens, and if they have to, they'll clamp down. But Tencent is not directly affecting how this operation going to work. It's the companies that's actually more closer to the game itself that are the ones that are going to be able to say, okay, this is what's going to happen. So I wouldn't necessarily throw Tencent into it. They're mainly their financial holder to some degree. That's what they have. They own like a good share of the company.
I
or
could
of the
probably
game.
guess some of those people that are gonna be meeting up with Epic.
Oh yeah, I could probably guess someone too.
I'm probably guess Dr.
Yeah.
Lupo, one of them.
Myth,
Yep.
one of them.
Probably
Probably Daquan.
Yep, Dick Vaughn.
Probably Tfue.
Yep. All you,
I know
you,
one person who probably won't.
Yeah. We all know Dr. Disrespect ain't going nowhere.
He probably won't be there.
I won't even say Courage either. Courage won't. What was the other? There's another one. There's I can't think of his name, but he's part of 100 Thieves. He's like really, really good. I can't think of his name. But what sucks is like they should be thinking about how to make it like, since like that's the spot that Fortnite's going for. They should be meeting up with each, like how like the NFL goes and they meet up with all the owners of the teams and come up with like a format. That's how they should be doing it. Come up with an esports format, like a legitimate one, instead of worrying about all this double pump crap. 'Cause I guarantee you, even if double pump, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was like, even if double pumping it was back in the game, I guarantee you it wouldn't be back in the esports scene if they really did become a legitimate esports situation where they actually had teams.
What they're doing, right? They're leaving the back door open, so Call of Duty can just come in and just take over, dude. They're putting cracks in their own shield.
Yeah.
And they're giving them an opportunity to come in.
Yeah.
If they come in right, it's gonna beat Fortnite. If they come in right, then that's
I'm hoping so, bro.
It's gonna beat it.
Because that's the one thing that Call of Duty has. Even though I've been knocking the esports thing today, they have structure. They have the foundation to do it.
They keep messing around. They go.
Yeah. And they know not to do double. They know not how to put double shotguns in the game. Though they put ridiculous shotguns in the game, but they won't give you double. But they won't give you double ones. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is unsettling to me. Kind of sucks.
I knew you was gonna get upset when you heard about it.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
When I heard about it, I was immediately like, "You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be kidding me!"
So when do we find out? When do we have like When do we have a decision? When do we know
I don't know.
anything?
I'll give it a couple of days. Probably by next week. I'll probably have.
Probably by next update.
Probably by next week. I have more indication of what happened after they talked. Speaking of which, we haven't talked about the update. What do you think about the update? What's going on now?
You mean with the new? I haven't even seen.
Guided missile.
I haven't even seen a guided missile. The games I played, I didn't see no guided missile. None.
I've
Zero.
seen it. I used it last night.
It's just meant for recon,
Yo.
right?
Straight up,
Yeah.
the explosive mode is fun, dude.
I knew you gonna say that, bro.
The explosive mode was so fun.
Why do they have part 1 and part 2 though?
What do you mean, version 1, 2, and 3?
Yeah.
To let you know it's not the same thing that's been updated. Different rules, different things apply. This one got jetpacks and rocket launchers. So, yeah, they're always going to say version, so you can realize this is the same one that it was.
Yeah. I actually came up with a cool counter for Fortnite that they could have done. It'd have been cool, and then I would have added another layer to the game.
Did you read what he said?
What'd he say? Oh.
Epic is just playing ninjas trying to get Drake's number.
Man. Plot twist, Fuzzy
twist.
Tubes. Oh. Fuzzy Tube's a false prophet. And man, I call that because his boy be trying to say that he gonna do this and do that, and he just be not doing nothing. But anyway, I thought of a cool idea they could have done. Like when they say like what would happen, like you're beating on a tree, right? And you're breaking down a tree. Next thing you know, a swarm of bees is like attacking you because there's a beehive in the tree. That'd be sick. That'd be funny.
That would be funny.
That'd be funny. That'd be kind of cool.
You want to know what's funny?
What?
There's beehives in the
What? For real?
Yeah, it's
Man.
the zombie has beehives on his head, and the beehives.
See, Epic, you should put. Don't listen to Ninja. Listen to me, cause I won't break the game. You know what I'm saying? But actually, you shouldn't listen to me. You should listen to your developer.
I've been playing that a lot.
As far as the SMGs, like I have yet to really get my hands on the new
P90?
one. Yeah.
You still haven't touched the P90?
I've only touched it 3 times, bro. That's not really touching it. When you've only touched 3 times, you don't have experience with it. I'm just being real. I'll take it how you want, guys. But I'm just. Yep.
Where's Kuta?
When you've only touched it 3 times, you ain't got no experience with it. So, I've only touched it 3 times. And so, I don't know nothing about that gun.
I don't know what to say right now.
I know.
I can only laugh right now.
I know. I put it out there pretty good. Didn't mean to, but I'm just keeping it real. Like I haven't really touched it. So, Toby said facts. So
you gotta touch it some more, then.
I do gotta touch it some more. Okay, so your thoughts on since you've touched it a lot and you've touched a lot of things a lot in Fortnite.
Not gonna lie, it was broken. The nerf did make it a lot more tolerable.
Mm-hmm.
When it was in your hands, it felt good. When it was in somebody else's hands, it didn't.
Wow.
So that's reversed.
Oh God, why? When you got shot with the gun, you felt like, okay, this is just not right. When you shot somebody with the gun, you was like, oh, this feels so good.
Mm-hmm.
But the nerf to it did help, get the annoyance of the gun, and so I'm more okay with it. I did touch
the rocket. You touched the rocket launcher.
This one should be called touch. I touched the guided missile. um, touched the guided missile. It only takes 75 damage, so it
Okay.
isn't overpowered. The range on how far it goes feels like it's not as far as it used to be. And if you just play smart, it wasn't even back in the day. It was only annoyance at the end if you was getting like ganged upon, where like multiple people had them.
Well, and
And
back
go ahead.
then back then you could carry more rockets. I'm sure the
Yep,
same
that's what I
rocket
was
thing,
about to say.
the same rocket. I'm pretty sure the same rocket nerf applies here too. Now we only can carry 12, right, or 14?
Yeah, you can carry 12 plus what's in the chamber, so 13.
Mm.
And so, and in that time frame, one you got to factor in the account that people are better players now than it was when they first came out.
Mm-hmm.
So people understand that when they hear the guided missile coming, look to where it first started, and that's where your enemy is.
Mm-hmm.
So you're really exposing yourself now, especially with all this mobility. That you want to know what I just thought of? Would it be funny if somebody was like in a car getting chased by a guided missile? That would be
Oh, that'd be
great.
cool, and it blows it up.
Oh my god. Okay, but people are much better players now. So when a person was using a guided missile, we was easily able. There he is. Let's kill him. There he got killed. And so even though we did have rockets at the time ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
I haven't anytime I've seen it in a regular match that
Mm-hmm.
person died. So
Mm-hmm.
um I'm okay with it for now. I haven't seen a way to exploit it, but then again, I haven't gone up against like 2, 3 people shooting it at me at the same time. So we'll
Yeah,
see.
we'll see what happens.
Mhm.
Speaking of rockets, I gotta talk about this, and then we can kind of slow down a little bit and do what it need to do. I gotta
Yes.
talk about this Black Ops 4 trailer, man.
Oh.
Yo, like, and we've all seen the multiplayer, but I want to talk about the little glimpse that they gave of the the blackout mode. Man, it looks
I
like we
have
could have some pretty epic. You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Oh
I don't
my!
want to see it.
Oh, you
I
got.
did it on purpose. It was by choice. It wasn't by just did that. It was like
Oh
I don't want to see it.
my god,
I want
bro.
to I want to try the beta and then I was gonna watch it and then I was gonna give my opinion
Then I
on it.
can't
Should
talk
I
about.
just go watch it?
You should
Should I
go
just
watch
go
it,
watch it?
bro.
I can go watch it right now. Is it long?
No, it's only like maybe 15 seconds, 20
Okay,
seconds.
I'll go watch it right now.
Yeah,
You go
go
ahead and keep
go
talking.
watch it. So I don't give up any spoilers right away. I'm gonna tell you what, like, now that I've seen that, I can't look at Fortnite the same. As far as, what do you mean? Like, I'm not saying, I'm saying like this. I'm talking about like in epic modes, like in epic not modes, but moments. Like that oh my god moment, like that intense, that like oh my goodness, like it like if this is pulled off right, oh my god, like is this um like some cinematic movie type stuff. So I'm hoping like you can actually get moments like this in this game, and this happens. The suspense like this happens, but um, it it takes a lot of practice to get. Yes, exactly. You gotta practice with your weapon to get it to work properly. Exactly, to master it. So like if there's like a lot of these epic moments, like that alone right there is gonna get me hooked on Black Ops 4, because like it's that adrenaline rush, man. That adrenaline rush is like, oh my god, did I literally just do that to that guy? For those that have watched it, you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't want to talk about it yet because he hasn't watched it, and I don't wanna give it away. I don't want to give it away. But I'm pretty sure that he'll see what I'm talking about when he watches it. Thoughts on the chat on the people that have watched it. I know a lot of you have watched it, and if you haven't watched it, you need to go watch it. Like you need to go watch. You just need to go watch it. Basically, Fortnite basically Call of Duty said, you know what? We don't need building in our game. We don't need stinking building. We got
Oh.
combat. We got combat. So
Good old fashioned combat, huh?
good old fashioned combat, weapon combat.
Mm.
So while we wait for Mr.
Bezoid?
Bezoid, are there any like exciting games like that you're like, cause we're all talking about betas and new games. Are there like any games that like you're looking forward to coming out soon?
Well, actually, it's weird that you brought that up. I actually downloaded an app that I found on accident. It's called Pre-Launch. Basically, it's an app where when you log in, you get a list of upcoming mobile games that are getting released, and you'll be able to know when there's going to be a beta out for it.
Interesting.
So I have the ability to see what's coming out and potentially when. As a matter of fact, I actually did pre-register for a game. It's a Tales game, which is something that I know that Bezoid is into as well.
Right.
But they're doing on mobile. So I'm really interested to see how that's going to play. They have a bunch of other stuff too, but yeah, I mean there are a few mobile games I'm a little hyped to play. The problem is right now is there's a lot of games that have been advertised to me lately that I've been playing, and I need to demo these games before I get too hyped on these other games coming out. I got a lot of backlog right now, so I'm gonna have to start making some videos before I start really going into what the new hype is. But yeah, I mean there are a few mobile titles coming out, and then of course Mega Man 11's coming out soon, so I'm gonna be doing that. So I'm excited about that. And I mean, as far as what I know I'm going to get this year, that's pretty much it that I could think of. Because I mean, there are definitely a lot of games on the Switch that I already want to play, but it's going to be a while before I can get that. So that's going to be later in the future.
No Kingdom Hearts?
Honestly, I'm okay with not playing it. I like the game. I think it's cool. But it's not a game that I care to play too much anymore, I guess is the way to put it. I appreciate the hype that's behind the game, but I can do without if it makes any sense. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's cool. I'm glad that it's finally coming out, and I'm glad that there's a good, crowd for it. But
Basically, you're saying you're over it. They took too long.
Yeah, I'm kind of over it. Kind of
like if Final Fantasy VII Remastered or the new Final Fantasy VII came out, you'd be done.
I don't know how I feel about that because
you weren't a fan of
it's just
VII
been
anyway.
so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like the game, and I remember it was the hype that was really the issue, not the game itself. The game is still decent, but it's just that they've been prolonging the game for so long that I just don't care anymore. That's really what it boils down to. I'll be happy for the crowd that's been waiting for it for so long. Kind of with Kingdom Hearts, I'm happy for the crowd so they can finally be able to play the game. But am I going to play it now?
Okay, B. I can see you're off mute. You watched it.
Yes, sir. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I have to watch it twice.
Yes.
The door is open.
Yeah, I know.
The door is really open.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, the game looks beautiful though. That's the thing that's shocking. The multiplayer itself. Bro. Like, wow.
Yeah, I know.
Really
But
good.
yeah, yeah. Like, I'm saying this: if that is actual gameplay of the helicopter,
If that is gameplay, and dude shot my man out the helicopter.
I'm done. By Fort. Yep. That's what I said. If they pulled this off, they basically said, Fortnite, we don't need building. We got combat.
Yeah. So everybody who say he only won because he built. Well, there you go. There you go. I'm excited. That just makes me hype because September is when that beta's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm totally on board with what I saw.
Yeah, and to be able to like when they were shooting the out of the helicopter and shooting at the RTVs, man, that was
Yeah,
sick
it
too.
feels like it's gonna be a whole different.
Kind of
Like I haven't seen that in any battle royale where dudes is shooting from
right,
the copter, dude.
right,
I'm like, oh my lord! Can you
right.
imagine just riding around in a chopper and
Let me tell you what it feels like to me. It feels like, and this is gonna be weird when I say this. It feels like a multiplayer campaign mode, but with verses in it.
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not
Mhm.
really, but you know what I'm saying. Like the way the game looks, like it's crazy, and I don't know, man.
If y'all
I
haven't seen the trailer, go see
go
it.
see it, go see it, please go see it. Like I'm so hyped right now. Like I'm glad I'm not playing until September because I want them to make sure. I'm glad that the battle royale part's not coming out until September. I want them to make sure that everything is in order because really, it's not that I want Fortnite to die. I want Fortnite to finally get some competition so they don't have stupid things going on like this. Like, oh, maybe we should bring double pumps back. No, get your butt in gear and don't even talk that mess. I don't know. I'm super hyped. I'm super hyped. Like,
Yeah, you ain't the only one.
oh my god.
You are not the only one.
I'm
definitely happy for what I just saw.
I'm definitely gonna be downloading the beta at midnight. So hopefully.
Wait, can we download it like right now?
Wait, can we?
pre-order it now?
Can we do it right now? Is it
I
downloaded?
don't know.
Right
I gotta look and see.
now? I don't know. Yeah, look and see, cause I will download that thing right now and freaking get it ready. Just a little side note. I'm gonna be playing Brawlhalla tomorrow. Already able gamers, so I know me and Bezo got initiated a lot of challenges yesterday. So
Yeah, Cougar wants to get
whooped.
a series hands.
And I want to play against B, like legitly 1-on-1.
You don't want to play me?
I
have
do,
you
especially now.
already shown.
Yeah, I don't know. You haven't tasted my Oron yet, man. My Oron's pretty good.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
The player, the character does not change the gameplay.
No, but I've like learning different playing different players. I've learned like the game like in a different way, different ways.
Okay, we gonna see.
Mm.
I have to give you and Wild Cougar the hand.
Well, unfortunately, Odis, I have to play you off stream because you are on PC and I can't stream it. I've tried. It makes me. You guys see it okay, but it makes me lag when I play it, and I don't like it. In a fighting game, that's just rough. Like that's 1 millisecond I could have knocked somebody out. So, you want to get your butt kicked? You and Freya should go. Oh wait, Freya don't play it on PC.
I can stream it and then you guys can.
Oh yeah, you could be the host.
Yeah,
There you go. There
I
you go.
can stream it.
There
Hey,
you go.
when is the cross-platform supposed to finally drop?
I don't know. They're saying from the last stream that I watched, they're saying it's some kind of legal stuff. I think it is I think it's PlayStation winning, to be honest. But I don't know. They say legal stuff. I'm waiting for that, but we'll see.
There's no reason why it's not.
Right.
If both sides are saying cool to it, so
Right, exactly. If it's just a signature, that's dumb. It's dumb. But did anybody else have anything they want to discuss? OG, Bezoid, anybody?
I did want to say that one Destiny 2 Solstice of Heroes is gonna be out for the next month. Basically, it's like a remembrance of what's been happening since Destiny 2 came out. You get to go back and upgrade the gear that you first started with when you first started this part of the story.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually doing it right now in the background. It's pretty cool because it makes you do a lot of content um, you get to update your item level to 400 from 385,
Mm-hmm.
and so yeah, it's I've been enjoying it.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Also, what else? Already talked about Monster Hunters
Mm-hmm.
update. We talked about Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
It was another one I wanted to discuss.
Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, I said that one too.
Oh, you said Final Fantasy 14? Oh.
Yeah, I was saying they're
It's all
getting
the
ready
cross
for
thing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Rathalos. Yeah, after Rathalos fight. It's around the corner. I'm just ready.
I'm so behind.
Yeah, you still haven't
I
Magnum. They are already in Heaven's Ward.
Yeah, I know. I'm so behind. It's
You gotta catch up, man.
I know it's so hard though, bro. Black Ops 4, bro. Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't understand. Like, I'm about to play nothing but Black Ops 4 for like a long time.
So many games, so little time.
So little
Trust
time.
me, I'm there.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm.
Yep. Definitely. I even want to play Spider-Man, but I mean, you know, it's like, do I really want to? I don't. You know, my point is like I'm not gonna put a lot of time into it. So it's like, do I really want to throw $60? Yo, I will say this though, B.
Mhm.
Battlefront 2 is almost at my threshold. It dropped.
Oh God.
It dropped down
That
low.
wasn't a scream of hate. That was him laughing.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm just making sure. I'm glad
Yeah,
you.
I'm
I'm
laughing.
glad you. I mean, I was pretty sure that was, but I'm glad you identified that for the people listening later. Everybody's fine. But yes, my the Battlefront 2. Remember, I said if it drops down to $12, I'm gonna buy it. It is right now at $17. It's getting close. It's getting close.
Wonder why.
Yeah, I know. But
You haven't watched Stoudemire play it?
I have.
Sucks. Damn.
I've watched him play it.
Sorry, man. It's just a bad game.
I know.
Which is, I'm not even gonna start on Star Wars because there's so many people who will just take anything from Star Wars. Star Wars, this.
Star Wars bubblegum.
Star Wars bubblegum.
Yes, that's called a
Really?
fanboy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so many fanboys with just Star Wars. Anything named Star Wars.
Mm.
I'm
Yep.
glad they were like Han Solo. What? Get that out of here. I was
Yeah.
so happy when they said get that out of here.
Yeah. I didn't even watch the Han Solo movie.
They're
Haven't.
milking it all.
My daughter wants to watch it, but I won't. Like no, you don't want to watch it. It's not that great.
Yo.
You don't want to watch it. Let's watch Avengers again. let's watch Avengers again. I need to actually.
Have you seen
No,
Deadpool?
I'm gonna watch it.
Oh my god! you gotta watch
Actually,
Deadpool.
I should watch it after the stream because my daughter can't watch TV today, so she's still grounded. So
Stop denying yourself. That is Deadpool, man.
yes, I know. I should watch it today. Should I play video games or watch Deadpool 2? Watch
Well,
Deadpool.
if you want, you can kick Cougs butt on Valhalla today and don't wait till tomorrow. But
I could do that, huh? I could do that.
Mhm.
I'll do
He's
it.
even like wanting to get his butt kicked.
And who is that again?
Wild Cougar. He was in the chat earlier.
Yeah. And didn't what's his name? Who else was wanting to get his butt kicked? Freya wanted to get
And
his
Little
butt.
Red.
And Little Red. And who else? It was one more person. Oh, it was Dan.
Dan, yeah.
Dan. Y'all don't understand. I am at 370 wins. Y'all don't want the hands. The only person that is any threat to me right now in Brawlhalla is Bezoid. And I will defeat Bezoid. It will happen.
No.
It will happen. I will defeat you, sir. It will happen. Yes, it will. It
Sorry.
will. It will happen.
He'll
Be
defeat
my
you
homie.
and take your Miller Lite.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'll bring him up the old school.
Old school right there.
Yep.
Sorry, I can't allow that.
OMG, do you have anything you want to discuss?
Not particularly. One thing I will mention though is that next year, as you know, I've always been playing a lot of Shadowverse. It has been brought to my attention recently that we're doing a major tournament next year in the States.
Mm.
And a friend of mine wants to take me with him
Mm.
to go. So I might be back in the tournament scene for the first time in a very, very long time.
Ooh.
We'll see what happens. Because that is a game I've been playing a lot, so we'll see what happens.
Are
But
you doing solos, duos? Like how? Like are you all
well,
going?
Shadowverse is always one on one.
Okay.
It's a card game, so if
Right,
you don't,
right, right.
well, yeah, Matty does have teams, but for
Right. Yeah, I was
Shadowverse, it's
saying.
just one on one.
Mm.
But if you want to be competitive at games like Hearthstone, Shadowverse, you have to have three different good lists because basically it's best two out of three, but not with the same thing. You have to pick three different classes and be good at three different. So it's not just one deck just slaughtering everybody. You have to
Mm-hmm.
be good at multiples, which is good. So we're practicing on what our three mains are going to be and just make it the best that we're going to make it. And then we're going to go and try to do some big things at the tournament. I don't know how much the money is going to be, and I don't really care because I'm in it to be number one, not in it for the money. But whatever I do win, it's just another bonus.
What turn? I mean, where is it gonna be at?
I don't know yet. I asked him, and he said that he's supposed to let me know, but he doesn't care because we're flying there wherever it is. I'm like, okay,
Okay. All right. Well,
So,
hey. I mean,
we'll see what
hey,
happens.
let me know if you need anything or anything. You know, we got you, man. We got you.
Appreciate it.
Brr, brr, brr.
Sorry.
You
Yeah.
should you should totally you should record some of it. Make a YouTube video.
Well, I don't know if I'll be allowed to, but we'll see.
You should be able to.
Well, yeah, we'll see.
Mm,
Because
I
again, I
mean,
don't know how the rules are for all that, so I don't know. So and I don't want to get disqualified.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I see like a lot of people like you don't even need like you don't need like a lot of anything. You could just go in there and just start taking pictures and But I don't know with being an actual competitor. You know what I mean? So, definitely. Well, I hope you do well, man. Hope you do.
Yeah, you and me both.
Hope you do amazing. Hope you do amazing, and kick that butt. Especially because I know how hard you've been working at Shadowverse. So, definitely.
And Odie's is still playing Fire Emblem Heroes. Yeah, she's still going ham on that.
Is she? Nice. I
Mhm.
still need to download it.
Like, I know a game I need to go hard on. The Dragon Ball Legend. I need to get into that. Got it on the phone. Gotta play it.
Definitely. Go check it out. Sorry, I was in daddy mode. I was paying attention, but I was making sure my daughter wasn't doing nothing crazy. But you know how that is. But definitely, man, it's gonna be cool. Our announcer is on mute for the time being. There he is.
Oh, whoops! I didn't even realize. I was like, we were all like talking. And
Oh,
nothing
well, yeah,
said.
we were talking. I was like, well, here we are. You were talking about your tournament. We're like congratulating you and telling you good luck, and you decided to mute yourself. Well, okay then,
I didn't
fine.
even realize I was on mute.
Well, I will
Whoops.
tell you again. Congratulations. Hope you do well in the tournament.
I appreciate it, and yeah, we're
Pass me that,
practicing.
How about that?
There you go.
Hope.
We'll see what happens next year.
Also, again, I will tell you, Odie's has been playing the heck out of Fire Emblem.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking, and I didn't realize I was on mute. So yes, awesome. I'm happy you're playing Fire Emblem Heroes. It's one of the best mobile games anyone can play. In all honesty, it's one of my. If I had to make a top 5 list of best mobile games, that would be somewhere in the top 5.
Wait. Now I gotta ask you, what's your top 5 mobile games?
Well, I'd have to think about that because I don't know right off the cuff. Because I might forget a game, so I don't want to say
Okay.
like what I think would be the best in general. But I do know for sure that Fire Emblem would be on the top 5.
Okay.
That might be something I can come up with a list and tell you maybe next week. But
Yep.
right now,
Next week, OMG's gonna do his top 5 mobile games. Hear it first.
Yep.
And
Why
hey, and I will do my my top 5 PlayStation games. Wait, well then I can't do that because there's nobody here to do their top 5 Xbox games because Xbox don't got no exclusives. Oh.
Why do you do that? Oh wait, we went a week without.
Nope,
saying-
because I just remembered. So, while PUBG doesn't work, They decided to update the game and put analog movement in the game. So, just to let you guys know, they didn't even have analog moving in the game to move like with the controller. You were still moving. So what they explained was that you were still moving like you were on mouse and keyboard, just with a controller. So now you have full analog. So it's okay to fix the analog. Oh, and they fixed the, and I quote unquote, the deep bullet penetration because that needed to be fixed. Apparently,
You don't want to go too deep now.
they don't want to go too deep. They don't mind. They don't mind that the game don't work on Xbox, but they want to fix their deepness and their analog controls. Way to go!
It was deep while you barely scratched the surface.
Yeah, see, see. I don't even know what to say. I'm almost tempted to re-download it and see if it works, but I know I'm just gonna get let down again. The PUBG is like that bad relationship. You think things are gonna be you think things are gonna be better, and you give it another try, and it's just the same thing. You just cannot connect. So, and that's just how it is with PUBG. I just can't connect and play. So, yeah, shout outs to PUBG, making everybody feel like the update's amazing, but not for Handy. Not for Handy. Still can't play PUBG.
I thought we had a week where
I know. I read an article last night about it, and I was like, oh, I gotta bring this up. I gotta remember. And I just because they update, believe it or not, they update it about every couple of weeks. Still nothing to fix the connectivity though, or the loading. It still renders and has render issues. So whatever. I feel like the game is just wasn't built for Xbox. So and CrewDog has an Xbox X and it don't even work for him. So
wait, it don't work for CrewDog as well? Wow.
Nope.
Well, Microsoft, what y'all got to say about that?
Yeah, everybody's saying, well, see, you need an Xbox One X. Well, I'm not gonna pay $400 for one game. First off, when all the same games work just as fine and my Xbox works just as fine. So, and then when I got somebody telling me it doesn't work on his system either, he uninstalled it too. So, no PUBG. It works for Cloudy. Yeah, because you want to know why? It's a beta. So, sometimes it works for some people, sometimes it doesn't. And his girlfriend. You know why? Because Cloudy is the PUBG ninja. That's why. He went and talked to Bluehole and told them this game better work for me. And, yeah. So, no, I'm just kidding. But without any further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and let OG take us out.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we do thank you for listening and watching to the OG podcast. We are here every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Central. And once again, we do appreciate your participation. For those who actually got to hear the conversation earlier, you'll see why that is very important that we get the feedback, because sometimes we can get more information, get more in depth, and get a better perspective on what's going on in news and gaming. We also thank you for putting up with our random rants about wrestling and food and drinking. Just chilling, talking about games and everything that comes in our mind, and we're just here to have a good time. We hope that you're having a good time as well. Be back next week, and of course tomorrow your boy Handy will be on Able Gamers, and you already heard the game he's going to be playing, so be prepared for it. And I know that Beasley's still out there streaming too. He's got lots of games that he's playing, and honestly, he's having a lot of fun, and that's what it's all about. So as long as you see our boys having fun, that's what it means. And of course, with your boy OMG, that's right, the new name, the new label is going down. YouTube videos will be up, new games to be demoed, old games to be kind of revisited. We'll see what happens as of next week. Other than that, you guys enjoy gaming, and we'll see you guys next time.
All right, keep gaming, y'all.
Keep gaming.